I am so slow, y'all. I done did that the last time. Like the last time, the last time I switched devices, I did the exact same thing. Let me share my stuff, y'all. I am so slow. Y'all, I am so slow. Okay, I posted it again. Hey, Chef. Okay, let me see. Oh, all right, let me see something. I don't know. Okay, so like I had tried to. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Let me see. Oh, it did let me put it in there. I'm sorry. Naturally, I did that the last time. The last time that I was on, I did that. I had when I switched devices, then I hit the end button. So I'm just sitting here talking. I'm like, what the hell? And then I went to my Facebook. I'm like, why does it say I was live? I'm still live. No, she wasn't still live. She's slow as hell. Anyway, y'all, I'm slow. Oh shit. Okay. All right, y'all. So, hey, Dubby, what's going on, babe? Happy New Year. I don't think I've seen you since the New Year. All right, y'all. So, I'm thinking, okay, because I don't know how. So, how this goes on Facebook, I guess, like, I'm just talking, or do I go, like, am I, like, in my news feed or something? I don't know how that works. Because I can't, like, actually see the comments from my Facebook. So, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. He don't want us to talk about these men. We gonna talk about these men. Yes, we are. Girl, I was saying to myself, it was taking a long time to get logged in. Right. Oh, somebody. Oh, hey. Oh, Chef Kim is coming up. Okay, so here, let me see. Why did I mute him? How you mute somebody before they even come on? Hey, Chef, how you doing?
Hey, yo, what's going on, April? I'm cooling. How
Nothing
about you?
much. I'm good. Chilling.
All right. What you talking about tonight? What you trying to talk about? What you trying to chop up?
Well, what do the title say?
It
What
said,
is?
can you? It said you can get them, but you can't keep them.
Yeah. Ain't that like how it goes a lot of times?
I think so.
Yep.
I think it go like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah,
Nah,
because
but go
huh?
ahead. No, I'm
No,
listening.
go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, nah, it's an interesting topic. I mean, I think people put in a lot in the beginning and then kind of fall back once they get what they want. But go
Mm,
ahead though.
yeah. That yeah, no, especially after they get what they want. Right, exactly. So that's okay. So because like you can meet a lot of people, like it's a lot of attractive people in this world, okay? It's a lot of people who look good. It's a lot of people who sound good. It's a lot of people who might got they shit together and they just seem like they a good person to try to, see what's going on with them. And then you get them and then I don't know, like you said, either you get what you want from them. Sometimes I feel like though, like you get with a person or you meet them and they're just not what you thought they were. Like sometimes we have expectations of people before we really get to know them, And then once we find out certain things about them or have conversations or just whatever, then, that could be a reason
Right. I
why
mean,
you have a change of heart.
yeah. I put forth a good effort in the beginning. When I'm engaging with a female, like I put forth a real good effort because it's something I want. So
Right.
I'm not gonna put forth a half hearted effort to
Right.
get something I want. So I usually do that. But the problem be like, is it being reciprocated the way
Mm.
you would like it to be reciprocated?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's where that's the kind of thing that'll make me fall back. I can't speak for every man, but
Right.
like when you doing something and it's not being reciprocated, you tend to fall back. I mean, it's just a natural feeling. You like, I ain't gonna keep on blase blase. But like for instance, I used to go all the way to Jersey to see this female, and I ain't
Right.
mind going to see her. I would always go see her, but it started to feel like the song, like you don't never come see me, you don't never come see me, right?
Right. Right.
Or I go all the way out there, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm hosting you in your own city, in your own hometown. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I flew somebody out to come see me, come spend some time with me a certain amount of time, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
show them a good time. I'm gonna make sure I'm a good host.
Right. Right.
So those are the kind of things that if a person's not feeling all of that and they're not giving you the type of feedback you want, yeah, let them
Mm-hmm.
go because it ain't worth it. It ain't. It probably. I'm gonna say this. It's probably not worth it. People be in the wrong space sometimes. Like they might feel like dating, but they mind be in a different space too. Like what I'm saying. Like they so busy, or they trying to open up a new business, or they trying to figure out a family situation. You know what I
Right.
mean? Something crazy that'll keep
Right.
them from not really focusing on you. So yeah, you can get them. You can get them, but it's hard to keep them.
It is hard to keep them. It is. It is. I think that's a huge part of why so many people are still single. I do because I think that people, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm the type of person, like, me personally, like, if a man like approaches me or he tries to talk to me or whatever, and if I show interest back, give him a way to communicate with me and stuff like that. um I don't necessarily have the same energy in the beginning. Actually, it takes me a while to have that same energy. And so I think that's another like part as to why I'm probably still single, because by the time I start to get kind of warmed up, then he's like falling back because he feels like, I ain't that interested or whatever. But it's taken me a while to feel how you feel. Like, you can't automatically just feel like, okay, so you see this person and you think they cool, you trying to see what's up with them and stuff like that. You already got like a feeling or interest or something. And she didn't even have that yet. Like, she didn't. So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like people, and that's kind of where dating comes in. Dating and communication and getting to know a person and all of that kind of stuff. Because if it's kind of like sporadic, or you just expect a person just to boom, just jump on and just be on what you on, it's like you got to build that up with some people. They're not just going to be on exactly what you're on in the beginning because they didn't see what you seen at first.
Hmm. You're right. I mean, my thing hit different. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like when I do my thing, it just hit different. So I'm like, I'm all the way in. I'm doing what I gotta do, and I honestly get them probably where I want them to be, right?
Right.
But but it just took too much energy for me because I'm like, damn, like how much do I really gotta do? I'm telling you, the end game is marriage.
Yeah.
I'm giving you evidence of that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
consistent. I'm consistent in everything I do, and you
Mm-hmm.
still like, oh, I'm trying to see, like, what else is there for
What
you to
else?
see? Like,
I mean, yeah, if you're
Yeah,
being consistent, like if your actions are matching your words and you're showing that, because people say a lot. Like you can tell somebody that, like the end game is marriage, but if a person don't see that, or people say a lot, so
yeah, April. I'm the type of brother like,
fall in love too. How you know you want to marry somebody you don't even love yet? You can tell them you would like to work towards marriage. You could tell them that you would like to be married.
right?
You for that to be what's going to happen, but it's also something that has to be built up.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how you see marriage. Marriage to me is a contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marriage is the business side of love. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta
Hmm.
split up and things gotta be split up, kids, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
That's what marriage is for. But love, the actual connection with the person comes way
Hmm.
sooner than that. So you can actually talk about those things early because you've already figured it out. You see, it's not finding the exact match for me.
Hmm.
It's finding the person who's willing to commit to the idea of love
Hmm.
because you create love between each other. You create that shit. That shit don't like magically
So
happen.
you feel
Huh.
like you create it. You don't feel like it just happens between the right people.
Right. I
You feel.
mean, it does take the right people because it
Hmm.
takes willing participant. Like if you're
Right.
not a person that's into love, then you
Mhm.
shouldn't be trying to find love.
Right. But I'm
I'm
saying
into that shit. Go ahead, go
some
ahead.
some would feel like like you're just meant to be with a certain person. So when you meet that person, like you'll fall in love with them. But you are saying that you can create that create that with anybody as long as they're a willing participant.
You can create that with a willing participant of you, not just anybody. You like
Hmm. Oh,
if
okay.
me and you, if me and you talking, boom, and we like, yo, we both check the box for marriage. We both check the box for love.
Hmm.
We can work towards that
Hmm.
because we both checking those boxes.
Hmm.
But if you just only check marriage and not love, then I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can understand when you just want financial stability or whatever the case may be. You just want that part of it. And there are people that's in it for that, for the contract.
Right.
They might have
No.
wealth to pass on, whatever the case may be, but they only want marriage as that contract.
Hmm.
So
Right.
is that the goal? Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was answering the chat. Hold on. Debbie, I don't see you back there. I'm gonna drop the link real quick again, babe. I'm listening, chef.
So is that the goal from the beginning? That's why you can talk about it. That's why you can say to a person, "Oh man, I think I can be in love with you for the rest of my life and really mean it." You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Not saying I'm in love with you. I'm totally in love with you. Like I fell in love with you already. Nah,
Right.
not saying that.
Hmm.
But I can tell a person who fits the bill that yeah, I love you. I can tell them that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do get that because Um, I think the disappointment fall on us when we expect more from people without allowing them to show themselves to us. That's in all aspects, friendships, relationships, even co-workers. I agree with that completely because we do place the expectation of ourselves, like who we are and what we're about, as well as what we're willing to give. We expect that, yeah, we do place those expectations on others without even, finding out if that's what they're about. Hey James. Hey Gemini love. How you doing, babe? Hey Red Rose. Hi Des. Okay, Debbie, I see you, babe. Okay. I'll just speak to everybody in the chat. Y'all, I'm gonna flat my hair, so I hope y'all don't mind.
That's
I'm
okay.
just going, hey Debbie.
Hi, doll. How you doing? I was backstage waiting, but anyway, I'm up here now, so I was sort of kind of distracted, so I didn't come up yet. Hi,
Yeah.
Chef. How you doing?
I'm fine, Debbie Dovey. How about you?
I'm doing great. Better and better and better than most. I like the topic.
Yeah.
That's something what I'm down in on. So,
Thank
let me see. I think so, April. Before I had the phone call to come in on me, what were you saying that something pertaining to marriage? Unless you love a person, get married or something like that. I'm
well, Chef was saying he was saying how he feels like love is something that two people that are willing that want to be in love create amongst each other, like they're both on the same page to be in
mhm,
love. So that's something that they work on and that they can create with each other if they're both open to it. And I was feeling like, basic like we're like there's a person out there that's meant for like that's just made for us. I just have this feeling like there's people we all have a match out there, and I just feel like I was basically asking him was he's saying that any person like he can just meet someone that he wants to date and anybody like he can just fall in love with anybody as long as they're willing as long as they want to be in love too.
mhm. Well, Chef, why you so easy to fall in love, Chef? Why you just can't really just like the person a lot? You
Dovey,
trip about it.
here's the thing. If I meet you and you like yoo-hoos, right? I'm like, okay, she like yoo-hoos, so I'm gonna buy you yoo-hoos all the time. I'm doing one thing that you like. These are the
Oh,
things that people do when they're in love. They make sure they know what that person likes. Now,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
if you haven't figured that out with a person that you're engaged with or courting,
Mhm.
female or me, what whoever it is, but if you haven't figured that out a little bit, like I said, then maybe love is not for you.
Okay. So would you get married for love?
Absolutely.
Or you will you okay, I tell you how it goes how you say if you will you okay, you in love with that person, you would marry them, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, you know you don't get married for love, cause that'll change.
So what do you get married for?
You get married according to the company. You grow into the company. You guys are good company to one
What
another. You start at
what
no, I'm just gonna say my opinion. No, wait a second. For instance, like you go to movies, like you go to the movies on matinee, $1.50, $1.50, $2 popcorns on there. You start out low because that you love her company so much. So what happened is when she go home, it's like that you on the phone, hey, I miss you, this, that, another. But if you get married, the bottom line, Chef, you get married for finance. No
Do,
finance is no romance. That's when the
Dovey,
love start coming in. Go ahead.
Dovey, you're saying the same thing pretty much I'm saying.
No, no, you
We're
said
both
you
saying.
get married for love. I told you
Uh,
don't get married for love. I told you get married for finance.
so what did I say love was?
You said that no, no. You were saying that you would get married for love, and I
And what
was
and
saying you don't get married for love. And then Anthony, and the reason why that I say that, even though it's certain things that I got into, like with marriage, not saying with my years of marriage, but just doing marriage classes. Period. Um, Google it or either ask your elder at the church.
Dovey, but do you want me to tell you what my perception of love is, or
Yeah,
would you
go
tell
ahead.
me what you think love is? Because see, love people misconstrued it as just that four-letter word or a feeling. No, love is repetition. All right, love is understanding. Okay, love is knowing that person almost better than they know themselves. Okay, so finances have nothing to do with that besides paying the bills and making sure there's a nice environment to do those things.
That's
So yes, I
finance.
do. Yes, I do fall in love for love because I love the way she looks after she's finished doing her makeup. There's a combination of things. Like I love the way she looks in those jeans. All of that makes up love. If
Hmm.
you don't understand that about your partner, like I said, then you're doing something wrong. And that's when I say if I'm giving all of that and that's not being reciprocated, then I need to move on. Because if I figured out you like yoo-hoos and I buy you a year's worth of yoo-hoos, so you don't got to worry about yoo-hoos, and then someone in return asks you, well, what do your male friend like? And you can't tell him Snickers, and you brought me a whole year's of Snickers, you're not reciprocating it.
So, Dovey, so
Yes.
you said marriage is you get married to somebody that you're in good company with.
Yeah,
Not
that's you gonna find no. You all the love is coming. But when you get married, if you
Mhm,
get married for love and
mhm,
you not looking around you, your outer being, you not looking around there. You
mhm,
looking at it, I love you, baby, and we gonna have something together.
mhm,
And if somebody don't have, now one thing about that, when I'm saying about finance,
mhm,
finance don't necessarily mean that he got to have a big house with the right picket fence and a nice car.
mhm,
Finance is pertaining to job.
mhm,
That's finance.
mhm,
Okay. So don't it's not always what he have or what she have.
mhm,
When there's a job, now if you've been with a person, like I would say, like I've been on my job for 3 months, it's going to be close to the year. uh, just you have to pump your brakes on that one there.
mm,
Okay, but you still date, you still do everything
mhm.
what you would do, but
Yeah.
you pump your brakes on there. You got to get somebody that got security, and with security, security is they've been there for a while.
Uh-huh.
Security, not friend. It doesn't matter. Say it doesn't matter if they work for McDonald's or Burger King. You
Right.
want security that he been there for a while, so then so he probably been in and ups and downs on his job. But
Right.
a person been on their job for 90 days, 90 days, they on that probation. That's with the company. Then after 90 days, it left up the person up to the year if they're gonna stay there. But when it's not no finance, it's no romance. No way that I'm going to marry you and I'm going to marry you and but we gonna get us a house. We gonna have fun. We ain't gonna get nothing. I'm not when you marry in the struggle. Unless Lady Luck come back, you will always be in the struggle. Somebody got to step out. So with all that there is happening with
Mhm,
all that. That's why a lot of kids marry their high school sweetheart. A
mhm,
lot of people marry the girl that's in college with them, that they went to college together, because that they remember that they didn't have no money. They had to share a large order of fries together with ketchup on date night, or they have to go. They went to the movies for $1.50 for the matinee. It just a little bit, and just like how you said, Chef, she like you and you like sneaker. Just a little bitty thing, and that will make the enjoyment of it that they miss you when you're not around. But if you go to a situation that I love you, I'm getting married for love. Well, I see you later, because in a marriage, the
mhm,
first 5 years is rough. The first 5 years in a marriage is rough, because the first 5 years, first thing that you're gonna have a baby. Look at the finance. You see how the finances messing up, because you were used to both of you working. Because
mhm,
remember, you got married for love,
mhm,
okay? And then if you would do a situation like with finance, either you stable or he's stable, or y'all save up your money, because it's gonna cost you with a baby. Because most time that it's like that, the first three with the baby, the first 3 years or something like that,
mhm,
when you don't save and when you don't plan this here baby, the mother or the father, somebody stays home. But other than that, if you didn't plan it, you
mhm.
only got 6 weeks home because of the finance. Your first 5 years in marriage is your rough time. But if you make it those first 5 years, Okay, now you got to marry. Now you finna roll now with this here. I got this here.
Mm.
Most married, these young kids today, because that they get married for love, they cannot make it at 5 years. Now, if you've been with your spouse, like you've been with your spouse, like now y'all not married, but you're shacking together. If you've been with your spouse like for let's say about 10 years, and you
Mhm.
probably got a couple kids from them, it's
Mhm.
still the same when you get married. Your first 5 years is rough, even though y'all got kids and the kids don't grow up. But no, y'all are two different people now. That's out the door. That's single life. That's out the door. You are carrying his name.
Mm.
So your first 5 years in marriage is rough. Cause you remember now, after marriage, sometime like a year or something, you're gonna have a baby. And then after you have a baby, then you may have another baby. All that is pertaining to in the finance. Do we have it like that? Because our bills, we got 2 car payments,
Mhm.
we got 2 insurance,
Mhm.
all that's where the finance is.
Mm. Heck no.
And
Yeah, I think that.
if you were to Google it, and you follow Google, and Google will give you some scripture in the Bible, and there's a couple audios and stuff that you can, and they'll come out with saying that listen, a lot of times that it's best for to go to marriage counseling before you get married.
Yeah.
Because the first thing the pastor gonna ask you, say, why you want to marry Chef? She would say, because I love him. Chef, why you want to marry Susie? Because I love her. The pastor will look at you. If he the one that like is going to marry you and counsel you, he gonna shut you down right down. You don't get married for love.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. That love situation is going to come afterward. It's
I
her
do.
presence and her company. That's what her present in her company. That's what the love. You get ready for the finance.
Well,
Because if
see,
you go into a situation, it's like you go into a situation with a guy and you're living with your mama and y'all get married, you may even have a baby in your mama house. You may even wind up being with your mama for the next because you have the baby. So anyway, you may wind up being with your mama for the next 4 or 5 years, 6 years, until the baby get old enough to go to school. Cause your mama keeping the baby.
well, part of the reason for even having this conversation is
Okay, go ahead. Hey, I love your hair, girl.
no, I was gonna say is because people do get married, and I do feel like, because it's like you get married and stuff, but people do change. I do agree that people change, things change, circumstances change, feelings change. So that's
Hmm.
part of the reason why um I just thought it was a good conversation because like dating these days, you know,
Yeah,
like a lot of people are against marriage, but not only that, people who are married, it's like, what do you do to keep that love going? Because, you can fall in love with somebody, but do you stay in love? How do y'all
um,
love?
I I look at that is that if you see sometime a man excuses like when we pregnant, of course we're gonna put on pounds. They may excuse her for the first 2 years or 3 years. I
Mm-hmm.
no, I would give it a take like about that third year because if she don't put on all this little baby fat, you
Mm-hmm.
got the same way how they took you to get him. It's gonna be the same way and more to keep him.
Right.
Some women just get married and then they just let themselves go. Of
Right.
course, you know what he gonna be looking for. If something were to transpire, he gonna be. If you ever run up on the other girl who
Mm-hmm.
messing around with my husband, you watch that other girl look the same way how you look the way and he married you.
Yep. Yep. You right.
They a
You right.
lot of people think so when they get him, they marry. I got him. No, baby. That's when you got to put in overtime.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, well, why'd you let it get to that point? I ain't even trying to let you get to that point. Like, if you
Yeah, yeah,
know that's what's keeping your man's attention, then you can't let yourself go. You let yourself go and you lose your man to another woman, that's pretty much
mhm,
your fault because you know better.
yeah. And
Mhm.
then you go,
No
I tell
better.
you, you
That's what
go,
you
you,
asking
you
for.
follow him. You run up on that lady. You know what that lady look like when the first time that he married you? And then also too, because they a lot of guys will say, "Oh, I don't want you wearing no wig and all this kind of stuff here." Time have changed. You doing what he said when y'all first got together? When y'all no wig,
Mhm.
no, I don't want no weed in your hair. You watch and look at time have changed. You when you go and when you and that lady hook up, you watch and see what happens. She got weed in her hair.
But yeah, but I already
Mm,
know that it's not gonna be that for me. Like I'm not
okay,
gonna leave
okay.
my woman because she lets herself go. That's definitely not gonna happen. And again, you gotta know what type of pedigree of man you dealing with. You should know that before you even get to I'm gonna make a baby with this dude. I'm gonna get married to this dude. Like fuck it. Even I'm gonna let this nigga drive my car. Before it gets to any of that, you should been done figured it out that he's not the one for this type for what you want. It's not that hard.
It's really not that hard. I mean, people, and that's what I was saying in the beginning of the last live before I started over was that, like,
Hi,
sometimes
Cass.
people will let things pass that they know that they're not okay with, or they have conversations and and then you just let things go. You just let things go until it bothers you enough, and by that time, it's like, what you saying something now for? Because you've been you've been cool with it or whatever, but really you never was, but you
Yeah.
say nothing because you expect
Mhm.
just read your mind or figure it out on his own. It's like, no, you got to say something. And if
Hmm.
you don't, and if he just like, look, this is just what it is or whatever, then you just know a person ain't for you, and you can keep it moving and stop wasting a whole bunch of time when you knew from the get-go what you was dealing with.
Yeah, and then also too, yeah, like how you said, like you and Chef just said, hi. I can't even see good. I don't even have on my glasses.
Yes, hey Des, babe.
Hello. Yeah, I think so. So how you doing? Um, um, shoot, I forgot my train of thought. The same thing that let me see how could I pick up the story what I was saying. Oh, you guys go ahead and talk. Let me just think about what I was going to say.
Okay, but yeah, you gotta have like those conversations like very early on. You gotta like make sure that y'all are on the same thing and y'all trying to do the same thing, because if you like let stuff go, or you like feel like he gonna figure it out on his own, or her too, like, because it goes vice versa, or you feel like it's gonna change, they gonna change it on their own or whatever. You gotta let people know what's a problem early on, or if something's not cool or whatever, it's early on, because if you don't, then that shit gonna keep on going. And then when you do finally say something, you gonna be pissed off or irritated because now it done built up.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna seem like you picking a fight because it's like, well, you ain't been saying nothing. This ain't the first time. So what you saying something for now? You trying to pick a fight or something. So you just don't let shit pass, especially early on, because however it starts, that's how it's gonna keep going.
Yeah. And whenever a situation arises into a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that the timing is right, because if you guys I'm just throwing out for example, if you guys are going to church, even if y'all going to talk about the bills, don't worry about it. Even if y'all going to church, when
Mm-hmm.
you walk into church, the look on your face, or even if you go into a house party, everybody will know that you and him had a problem in the car. So you have to pick and choose your battle when you're going to have this. And also, too,
Mm-hmm.
most fights between husband and wife, where the police is being called and everything, most fights happen between a 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Most arguments happen during 5 in the evening to 8 o'clock at night. And you know why? Because the sugar in both of your body is very low. So what you got to do is you got to wait. You have to pick and choose when you're gonna, go whatever that's bothering you. You pick and
Mm-hmm.
choose it, because other than that, when that sugar is low in that body and he just coming in the door, and then you go off and then of course he gonna hit the roof.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to pick and choose when the best time to pick and choose your battle and what time
Mhm.
that you're gonna do it.
Right.
And so, and then again, if you're going into a place, socializing with people, it's just like this here. It's just like that you driving. We going to Georgia. You don't drove 8 hours, perfect,
Mhm.
perfect driving. All
Mhm.
of a sudden, you happen to start running on the white lines on the road. You know what's gonna happen? Those whole 8 hours been messed up. Now you a bad driver. You know. So that's how I'm just trying to put it. For example, people don't care about those 8 hours. How you ain't run on no lane, had on every signal light, but all of a sudden you start to bump on. That means pick and choose how you gonna do it. Now, only thing that they can remember, they not remembering that this morning when you left, we kissed and we talked on the phone throughout the day to see how you was doing and how your day going. But all of a sudden, when they walk in that house at 5 o'clock and you gonna start that yang yang, of course it's gonna be a problem.
Mhm.
And people can tell. That's why that, like for instance, like you driving your car, you on the cell phone. It's like that if your whenever that phone ring, is it good news or is it bad news? Your driving change. You don't know it, but your driving do change. Your driving gonna change that. Or you gonna like go, oh my God, really? Your driving don't change then. Or she don't have the baby. And then you so excited, your driving changed then. That's why I don't talk on the phone when I'm in the
That's
car. Because
true.
of
Like,
the driving
are your mood
change.
go? If your mood change in the middle of you driving, you will.
Yes, I'm happy and I'm excited. Oh yeah, it shows in my driving.
Mhm.
It shows in my driving.
Hello, hi, Chef, and what is Dobie?
Hey, yeah, hey, darling.
How you doing?
All right.
Are you married?
Not right now. This time, I was married 24 years before my husband passed.
Okay, okay. Chef, you married?
Oh yeah, but no, no, no. I just have a boyfriend.
No, no, I'm not married. How you doing, Des?
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry. I'm
doing
sorry.
good. I'm doing good.
No, I'm
Um,
single.
okay. I was just listening to some of the conversation. I was like, well, wait. Um, I don't even know where to start. Me and my husband been together since '96.
Mhm.
We didn't
All right.
we didn't start off the same way that we are now. We both were like small people, very small. Like um, so we changed over the time. I met him when he was 23, and I
Mhm.
was 28. I already had 4 children.
Mhm.
I came out of a bad relationship. I was in that relationship from 14 to 27.
Mhm. Oh, I didn't know
So,
you were older than Shane.
huh?
I didn't know you were older than Shane. I mean, it don't matter, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm older than Shane.
Okay.
Yeah, about
Mhm.
4 years.
Yep.
So we didn't at that age. It won't no getting together for finance because we both were like starting out, and I had 4 kids. So you
Right.
know, but we were friends 2 years prior to us getting together
Okay.
because I knew Shane's ex.
Okay.
Actually, I met him while he was living with his ex.
Okay.
So
Huge difference too, being friends first.
yeah, we were really good friends before we started. Then we hung in the same circle.
Mhm.
But I think when you get in relationships, it's important to set standards. I think people go into relationships off of chemistry,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
how that person makes them feel. I think it's important, one, to set standards, and two, you have to, and this is just my opinion.
Mhm.
I think you have to love that person
Mhm.
because if you do not truly love somebody,
Mhm.
because in a relationship, you're gonna have to love them through their flaws.
Yes. Yep.
So, and it's been plenty of times. And I mean, like me and Shane just about grew up together. It's things that he used to do. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But
Mhm.
we had to learn not only to communicate,
Yeah.
but how to understand each other. And then we were still trying to develop our own identities.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important to make a man or your partner a part of your world. Don't make them your world.
Yes,
Right.
that's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
Exactly.
That is so true.
Hmm.
Right, because you yourself in a person, because if something happens where he's not there anymore, it doesn't even have to be like y'all split or broke up. You know, people actually lose their spouses for
Right.
Yeah.
permanently, and
You
when
know,
there's no
wow.
there, and W, you know this, so and
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry for your loss, but you know, if they're your entire world and your existence, then you got to find yourself after they're not here anymore.
Right.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know.
That is so right, April, because that I had I had lost myself
Yeah.
because when my husband passed, did you know, like when he met me, I
Hmm.
was, okay and established. But
Okay.
when he passed, did
Hmm.
you know I didn't even know how to pay the bills? I,
Oh.
I mean, it's like that. Then my sister-in-law, she had to come and say, "D, come on, you got to stop out." So she started paying the bills.
Right.
Just start paying the bill because that I just ain't know what to do.
Right. Right.
And then only thing I can remember that he had said to me, he said that he said, "Love," he said, "I need to show you what's in the where the money at, what in what account." I
Yeah.
said, "Okay." I was driving for Greyhound. I said, "Okay, I'll be back." I
Mhm.
never did come back to get the information when he wanted to sit me down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, when he went into the hospital and
Hmm.
he was paralyzed, y'all, I was lost. You know who helped me? It was my kids because he had gave each kid the account number and the
Oh,
PIN number to every account.
Mm.
That's
yeah.
who helped me. I didn't know nothing. The lights got turned off, the water got turned off. I didn't even have enough sense to call and pay the bill.
Oh my God.
Mm.
That's how bad that I had done lost myself. It's the way I had felt at that time. When he died, a part
Yep.
of me died with him.
Oh my.
Mm.
I know, do that sounds okay?
I know what
Yeah.
you mean. That's how I felt. It was my daddy when he passed, but that's exactly how I described that.
Oh, okay, that's how you scared. Okay, then yeah, it's like that when I didn't know. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. And then I said, like, with now, I don't got myself back together now. It's been 8 years.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I always say, whenever, like right now, I'm dating this guy. I always say, in my next life, when I get married, I will be on top of my business.
Yeah.
Because,
Right.
my husband, he paid everything. It's no problem. I will never give a man access to everything.
Yeah.
And you see what happened? It made me, I don't know what to say, it made me dumb. It made me stupid. I didn't know nothing, y'all.
Yeah.
Nothing. And
Yeah.
I never do that no more, lose myself in a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because then one, they get a, and that happens with so many people, like they make this person their whole existence. They put off everything that, people, you have goals for yourself, you have dreams and things that you want to do with your life. And you meet somebody and that just totally just goes out the window, everything that they,
Right.
you just pour yourself into them, and then something happens where it doesn't work out, and now you have to build yourself all over again, or try to get that back, get back, you pretty much just got to start. It's kind of like life stopped when they came in it, you know
Okay. Yes. I
because
agree.
like you just gave your life up for them, and
Mm-hmm.
now once they're gone, you find yourself picking up yourself back before they came in your life, trying to
Yeah.
complete thing or work towards everything you had planned for yourself when they came in, you know and if you have a lengthy relationship, look at how much time you just gave away and just lost because you tried to be everything for this person. You can be so much for a person without losing yourself. You can definitely have that relationship where you meet the needs of your mate, love them, with everything in you, all of that. You can do that and not lose yourself. You
Right.
still have to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, then how are you going to take care of them? You can't love anybody more than you love yourself.
Right, right.
You
That's
can love
so
them pretty close. You can care about their happiness like you care about your own, but not more than.
right.
And
So
then you know what else I had experience like Uh, like right now, you know, like my school friends. I mean, it's like that. It like I cut ties with everybody.
Yeah.
Then when he passed,
Mhm.
and some of them heard about it and they came down to the funeral. You know what? I couldn't even recognize them. I felt so lost,
Aw.
and I said no more. I mean, I haven't spoke to them since school.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
never happen to me no more.
No.
I didn't
No.
even know, even down to like cousins, first cousin. I didn't even know their children name.
Mm.
I mean, it took a toll on me, and
Michelle.
I don't know why. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you just you meet this person and you love them and you just want to be with them and you just want to make them happy and it's not really like a bad thing. It's not like especially when they're giving you that love back. So it's not so terrible that you just love this person so much and want them to be happy and want to take care of them and everything. But it's just that, I mean, we do that as mothers too. We have our kids, we raise our kids, we want them to have everything and be happy and do well in life and all of that. So anytime that we just have that strong love, that we just step outside of ourselves to give and make sure that they are good, we're going to do that as women, we're nurturers, automatically. We want to do
Right.
for the
Okay.
people that we love. And so it's pretty much like second nature for us, but at the same time, we just have to remember that we're important too. We have to do for us too, because we'll lose that, and it's not even on purpose and it'll be little bits at a time, to the point where, like you said, you see people and you're like, damn, it's been all this time, like years will go by and you don't even really realize it. So
Yeah.
you just got to remember that, you deserve just as much love as you give to everybody else, you know, and maybe
Mhm.
even a little bit more. Because if you don't
Right.
feel that, if you don't show yourself that love, and something happens to you, how are you going to be there to give it to everybody else? So just
Amen.
you're important too,
Right.
you need love too.
So you said you were dating?
Me, yeah.
No, so
Oh yeah,
Huh?
yeah. I'm dating.
you are?
Oh,
Do you know what type of woman you're looking for? Do you what
Me,
interests you?
I have a variety of things that interest me, but the first thing
Just
that
getting a
really,
man's perspective. I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. I'm just getting a man's perspective on dating.
oh nah, you good, you good. I'm too
Chef,
old to be picked on.
can y'all? I can't hear him. Can y'all hear him?
A little bit.
You hear me?
Well, I
You want
can't
me to
hear
go
him.
off and come back in?
I'm about to go out and
I'll
come
go
back
off and
in.
come back in. Hold on.
Hold on, let me do this curl.
He said he going out and come back in April.
Oh, he's going. No, I'll do it because it happens every time I let somebody in.
Okay.
Don't leave. Hold on, I'll do it.
All right, can you hear me?
Oh, she went
yeah.
out.
Mm. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, I'm dating, and what always interests me is personality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Definitely, that's the first thing that grabbed me. Like, like I'm gonna tell you, like, I like a woman who's like different. Like I'm gonna say it just as an example. I would like a woman who cuts men's hair, but is good enough to bring home to mama, wholesome enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just she's got to have a definite understanding of who I am, and she has to understand who she is as a person. You know what I mean? Because that's so sexy when like she's that confident and she know who she is and where she's trying to go and what it is she wants in life. Because at that point, I am gonna be that lucky guy because a woman who got a good head on her shoulders is hard to come by. So that would definitely turn me off the gate. That would like catch my attention. So that would take a different understanding, a different person, not just someone I would just like randomly run into. This would be somebody I probably know, and as I get to know them more, they grow on me more and more. Creating that situation that I was talking about. Love before. Yeah. But it's definitely personality because you see beauty. I mean, I remember one time I was, physically attracted to a woman, but then I became more physically attracted to her as I sat in front of her and just listened to her talk. You know what I'm saying? It just,
I'm sorry about that. I had to go. I'm sorry, but yes, I understand.
yeah. I mean, and I found another dimension of love, and y'all might not believe me. I mean, when I lost love, I found another dimension of love. Like I didn't really grasp it until it was gone. Like, wow, yeah, that was love, And I ain't look at it in a bad way, but I just look to improve on that. And what I know, what made me feel good from a woman. I'm saying. And improving on that don't mean me forcing the issue. Improving on that means having better conversations,
right,
with the person I'm trying to be with, in-depth conversation. You know what I mean?
So you like an intellectual woman with a little bit of roughneck on the side.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Yes, because I'm a roughneck. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No,
straight up.
That's why my husband said he was attracted to me when we started like dating. He was like, I guess he liked the fact that I can handle my own, but I always carry myself like a lady. But I ain't mind getting in that ring with you if I had to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get what you're saying. I
right.
totally understand.
Like, and I only do that because being in a situation that I was in before, I developed certain insecurities. Mm-hmm. So me having a woman that's around niggas, like being around niggas that are attractive or handsome ain't nothing to them because they're around that all the time. It's definitely that's good for me.
Right.
So that's why I said someone who can cut men's hair, but wholesome enough to bring home the mom. Right. Because all that other stuff is, obsolete.
Right.
So I definitely love intellect. I ain't even gonna hold you. But do I find a lot? Nah. That's why I don't have a good keep game. My keep game is no good because I'll automatically lose interest if I tell you that. And I know I'm gonna sound corny by saying this, but I come see you and I leave my favorite water bottle behind, and I tell you like, yeah, I left that water bottle behind. And you don't be like, oh man, like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be looking for little stuff like that because I know that's what matters. Like, did my bae eat lunch today? Did my, you know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that create love. I'm sorry to tell you, there's no magical, mystical,
No, I totally agree with you. It's the small things. If a man pay attention to, or a man or woman pay attention to details, it shows how much they really are into you.
Yeah.
And they want. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's like, when they look for heaven, like heaven is this: your bills is paid, everybody healthy, you good. That's pretty much heaven for you. That's the same thing with love. Like people look for something that they perceive it to be when it's already in their possession.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta tweak stuff. You gotta tweak it. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
But I
don't think anybody should ever settle. I don't think anybody should ever settle to be in a relationship. Now that's one thing I don't. I've seen a girlfriend of mine who settled. Well, she's not a girlfriend of mine anymore, but she was settled for these dudes, and I'm like, they don't even treat you right. You don't get that they're only allowing you at their house. They're not taking you to dinner. You don't go out. You just go over their house and watch TV or watch a movie over there. they buy you food, bring it to the house. Like that's not somebody who's interested in you. Not truly.
Nope.
Yeah.
And we
No
too
man.
listen. And after a certain age, you should know these things. Now, if you're dealing with a 20-year-old or somebody that's a teenager, you might have to school them on Netflix and chill. But somebody in their 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Des. I agree. Word up. You gotta know, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm gonna sit there and be with somebody that I know is not interested in me. But you'll find some women that just want a warm body around. And I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that because I'm not getting what I want at, even though I can get whatever I want from her. I'm not getting what I want from her.
right.
She's not even in it. She's just happy to have somebody around. There's a lot of guys that'll get right in those pants and wear those pants, create a baby in that situation, and one day they wake up like, I hate you. Why did I do this?
My son.
Yeah.
My son.
I'm not even trying to do that to myself. Like, I seen it all before. Like, and I love it though. Like, to tell you all the truth, I love it. My second half of life.
Right? Because you more in tune with you.
But that's things that people should learn, like after being in relationships and stuff. Like, hopefully, you do. If nothing else, you learn what you don't want.
Right.
Because then you won't keep making a lot of the same mistakes or doing all of these repeats. Like if you at least can grasp what you don't want, then you'll start to learn what you do want and what you are exactly looking for. But to keep like just repeating these same situations, just different people, it's just like just stop it.
Exactly. Or women to be like, I got a husband, but the husband ain't shit.
See,
exactly.
And that's what I mean. Like, you can be proposed to. Like, I've been proposed to a few times. Like I've had people, like a couple of people, they have proposed or tried to do something just like right now. You want to just do it right now. Like Sandra in the live earlier, she said that she had a man, he proposed to her, like she I guess she was thinking about it or whatever was going on. The guy was gone for like 4 weeks, and then next thing you know, he called her like he'd been married. He's married now and got a baby on the way in 4 weeks. So that's another thing. Like you got to know like who you dealing with. But she said she was a side chick. She didn't know she was a side chick. So obviously he already had other stuff going on. But proposing to her, it's like no. Like just because somebody proposed, just because you know that I want marriage, doesn't mean that I want to marry you.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on now.
Like I gotta be in love with you. I gotta care about you. I gotta want to be around you, and all of that. Like I said, like it's just about finding a person that you are willing to go through life with. You gonna live life, but when you find a person that you're willing to go through it with every day, you ain't trying to run, or you don't need a break, or you ain't trying to go look for nobody else, or to fill in for where they ain't slacking and all of that shit or whatever. Like then that's the person that you can rock it out with. But like I'm not trying to just because a man proposed to you and then go and marry somebody else. So that happened to me a couple times. You go marry somebody else, and now what are you doing? Right after you get married, you want to find me on social media and stuff and talk about how you think you made a mistake and what's going on with you, what's going on with me, because I don't play that game. Like I'm cool. Like you made your decision, you got to go on and lie in it. Okay, whatever the fuck you do, you ain't coming back here.
Right.
And that's just,
my kid's father just started reaching out to me again. I'm like, what? And wait, and he had to call me through Facebook. First of all,
yeah,
I was with him from 14 to 27, and we didn't. we almost got married, and some kept saying, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, Miss Sealy, don't do it." Mind you, and I've said this, my children's father was on crack real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought I could love him through that dark part of his life. I thought I could love him enough that he'll see the crack wasn't what he wanted. It was the family.
Right.
No. I was like, no, I got to get out of here. I'm teaching my kids that this behavior is okay. Because not only was he on drugs, he was a cheater, and then he was abusive. Then he going to tell me, well, you got all these kids and you're going to try to leave me. Ain't no man going to want you.
I'm like, hell, I'm gonna show you.
He a lie.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna
That's a
show
lie.
you.
Yeah. So when I got with my husband now, he had a hard time where he was like, he'll never take my place and da da da. I'm like, listen, dude, you need, and he really left. When we broke up, he broke up with the kids.
Oh wow.
So
Terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, he broke up with the kids. So he just started calling not too long ago. First of all, the kids found out they had a sister out there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she just reached out to them. So she older than my youngest. But and she's still in Virginia. She's still in Virginia. So he called us through Facebook. Well, he called the boys first and told my youngest son, well, I'm coming to California. My son said, well, when you get out here, man, let me know where you're going to be at. He was like, no, I'm coming to stay with you. My son said, no, let me call you back. Let me talk to you later. Mind you, my youngest son is 28. Me and my husband got together when my youngest son was 2. So Shane raised these kids.
All right.
So my he told me, he said, when he called me through Facebook, he said, nobody will ever take my place. I said, what are you talking about? He was like, we have kids together. My middle son, he's so crazy, y'all. My middle son, I said, these not children. We don't have to talk about school. We're not talking about sports. These are grown people.
Man.
Then he said, well, we have grandkids. I said, what? My middle son said, in order for him to have grandkids, he have to have kids. These babies, we have 8 grandkids at this point, because my son just married a woman that had 4. They have one together. He had one prior to her.
Okay.
So we count all of them. My son said, these kids will never know him.
Man.
And they said, and that's their choice. They have a grandfather.
See, and that's what I mean, like, by like me and my kids' daddy, like from 14 to 24, I was with him. And you know, I had my 2 girls when I left, and then I found out I was pregnant. I was 7 weeks when I left. I didn't know I was pregnant when I left, but I was pregnant. And then I was like, you know, trying to decide what I was going to do about that or whatever. Of course, y'all know my son is here. But now, like, kids grown as hell. My daughter in the hospital having a baby, and my kid's daddy want to play around. And, you know, he asked my daughters, like, you know, they'd be like, Dad asked about you and all this for what? Asked about for what? Boy, listen, number one, once I lose interest, it's a wrap. It don't come back. Because whatever bad taste I got in my mouth about you now, like I can't bypass that. You know, ain't nothing over here I ain't busting nothing open for you, nothing. Okay.
Exactly.
Working. It's just not working. Like I just can't just do stuff. I'm just not gonna be interested. And you know, if you feel like you wanna now what, you want me to come to your house, or you can pay for hotel rooms, all of this stuff. You can pay for me to go out. You want to take me out for New Year's, for my birthday, all this stuff. Now, this is last year. Okay. He want to take me out for New Year's. He's calling my daughter to set up a date with me. Okay. My birthday. He's, you know, Dad said happy birthday. He want to take you. He don't want to take me nowhere. Tell him to give y'all that money. If he got some money to spend, give it to y'all. Because he ain't paid no child support. Okay. You 25 years old. Your sister 19. Your brother. No. He ain't paid no child support. He ain't did nothing. I'm just the type of person, I let people do them. I'm not going to chase you down, feel responsibilities. Exactly. I ain't going to talk bad about you, because I feel like kids get grown, okay? They turn, come in this world as babies, but at some point they get old enough to have their own mind. And
Yeah.
if you change your behavior, they gonna see exactly what they need to see. I ain't gotta say nothing. And I told him that a long time ago, and it ain't changed. Okay, so you don't need me to. I'm not gonna say nothing or nothing. But all these years later, boy, if you don't get out my face, like no,
Mm.
no, I don't need that I already had. Because it's a reason why it didn't work out, and it ain't gonna work.
Right.
And especially when I got your kids, all
Right.
this did and been through all these years, and now you want to show up if you don't get out my face.
Well, April, at
You
least
done right.
your baby daddy could like offer to take you out. Girl, mine didn't show up. First of all, remember I said he was on crack, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have 3 strokes, honey. So he
What?
came. Yeah, he didn't have 3 strokes. He was in a nursing home. He left the nursing home with a CNA, moved in with her. I guess she took him to get the check because
Oh
you know
my
they get girl. So he gonna come over here. My sons, these boys, y'all. One of them put them on camera. My son's a mess.
Yes.
My middle son told my younger son, he was like, "Man, you bring him over here, you gotta wipe his ass. Who wiping his ass? I ain't." What's like, no, don't bring him over here. He need a babysitter. Nope. He don't get to come back when he in need. No.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. And that's what I told. I said, and see now they grown, so it's like I say what I want to say now.
Right.
But where have he been? I said, this is what you don't let somebody do to you.
Yep.
You don't let somebody try to come back in your life when they ready.
Yep.
After you done did everything you want to do in life, and including not raise your kids.
Right.
Now we cool. Like I ain't got no bad feelings for you, nothing or whatever. But we damn sure ain't going there. Okay. Like no.
Right.
Like I told them, and then my middle daughter, she's like, well, yeah, you are right, mom, and stuff, whatever. Yeah, the fuck, and you better not let no shit like that to you. The fuck?
I didn't got jump behind this man. I didn't have a gun pulled on me. No, we good.
And you know, part of the problem, which I will say, for men, like, you know, it's sad to say though, and this is as women where we need to do some work, okay? Because a man can come into a woman's life and treat them halfway decent or just get them a little bit of something. And if they want to get married and settle down, if they done playing around and they will do it. You know, women, they can do that right there. Like, I mean, we're like right now, like when a man wants to get married, he can go find him a woman to marry. Okay. It ain't no problem.
Right.
With a woman really can't just go like, you know, a woman is chasing around this man that, you know, and then she got somebody chasing her that wants her a certain way, but she's chasing somebody else, waiting on this one to change and all of this shit because it's the one that she wants. You know, all of that dumbass shit. But that's as women, like, stop letting these men come in your life, like thinking that they can just, you know, fuck around and fuck off or whatever, and now they can just come in because they would straighten up a lot sooner,
Right.
or they understand that like it's not a game. It's not a game. Like you want to go and live your life for 40 years hoeing around and shit or whatever, and then whatever woman is around and ready to just put a ring on it and stuff, now you can just settle down with her and that's just
Right.
you know, the rest of your life now. No, stop letting these men make these men step up to the plate.
Or step off of the plate and get the hell on.
Of it because you're willing to
Mm-hmm.
you have to be willing to walk away. You know, you have to be willing to walk away. Like too many giving people chances and stuff, especially like in the beginning. Like if he ain't gonna do what you want him to do, then bye. Because guess what? Just like you trying to get me, is somebody else trying to get me too. Why are you giving this man chances to keep on fucking you over?
And that goes because I grew up in a house full of boys, and so I was the only girl. So I used to watch how women, like, I don't understand why my brothers will always fall in love with the worst women. I'm like, this girl is cheating on you. You can tell she's cheating on you. Yes. And back in the day, you didn't have cell phones; it was pagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, pagers.
With numbers and shit.
If she ain't call you back within, and you give them a good hour to call you back, because they might have to get to a public phone and call you back. And
right.
But my brother, it was one girl that used to cheat, like it was a ritualistic thing. He
Right.
kept her cheating. She tried to straighten up, and then 30 days later, she cheating again. I was like, why do you love this girl? Is it
Man,
the taste that you love, or is the fact that you trying to control her? Well, I
man,
love her because when we started out, I said, hold up, you love the representative that she came into the relationship with. You need to understand who she is now. That's who she was in the beginning. She needs to hide that person to get you to fall in love so she can do this to you, right? What you do, what she doing?
I'm trying to tell you, my brother had one. Well, actually, it's the one he got his only kid by. And this bitch, I'm talking about, like, she a whole hot ass mess. And that's what I mean, because it's not men, it's women too. Like, these bitches,
Mm-hmm.
shit, okay? And yes, I mean bitches, because you got women and you got bitches. And these bitches don't be shit, okay? They be out
Mm-hmm.
sneaking and snaking, just won't, just won't that, just want some damn dick, just want somebody to just whatever. Like, and they'll be having a good man, having somebody that, man, listen, let me tell you this story. And this is like close to home. This is, oh, where'd Debbie go? This is close to home because it's like, you know, I ain't gonna give a connection because I'm on Facebook too. But okay, so anyway, it's this person that I know that I'm talking about. She had this guy who she had one daughter. They had one daughter together, been together since they, early 20s. Um, just been together, raised their daughter. Their daughter is a teenager. And I'm talking about she has like this big, beautiful house. She's not in the hood. I'm talking about her house is decorated like, it looked like it came out the damn magazine, foreign cars, do whatever you want. Don't gotta do nothing, put in on nothing. Just he taking care of everything. He end up getting, popped or whatever, right? So he end up having some issues or whatever. Do you know that I'm talking about now? Like if something happens legally, you go to the county jail, right? Your local
Mm-hmm.
county while you waiting for your case to go on, unless you out on bond. But if not, they don't give you no bond. Guess what? You in the county until whatever.
Right.
So because this was federal, he's in the county until whatever. They wasn't giving no bond. So he's in the county while his case and stuff is going on. Do you know, like, he didn't even get sentenced or nothing before she got somebody up in that house.
Mm.
Somebody that she used to, of course, it's
Okay,
somebody.
my bad.
No, but but of course it's somebody that she had like a history with when she was a teenager or whatever. But obviously still must have had something going on all this time because he just ain't just come out the blue. So this just told it that y'all been doing something or whatever. But now he actually coming to the house, and then he ended up getting sentenced, getting his time or whatever, gets sent away. And I'm talking about like, he'll be calling on the phone from jail and stuff or whatever. She'll be like right down there where I work at, be right there, answering the phone. Dude will be there, she go out, talk to him, whatever, come back in for his little 15 minutes. And just that, I was like, that's fucked up. And I mean, as a woman who just as a woman, you see stuff like that and you like, this is the fuck why. This is why these men be acting like this. Like, not to give nobody an excuse, but I mean, it's everybody has a reason as to why they have some type of trust issues.
You're
You
right.
know, because you will have a man who does take care of his business, who does love you, who does care and want to see you do well, and will put his life on the line to make sure that happens. He got his child, he's gonna make shit happen. And then as soon as he has the just trips, he ain't even failed yet. Here you go fucking up. And then so while he in there, got pregnant. All right. So she got pregnant. Now has a and he got out. He didn't get all the time that he only did like half the time. Got out and got him a girl, bought her a beauty salon and everything because she do hair and she got her own business stuff now. But it's just and now her daughter, who is now grown, don't talk to her. She don't fuck with her. She like
Mm.
basically broke her, did this to my daddy and stuff like that. So once yes, I have IG AskApril.bailbonds on IG. But
What is
anyway,
what is it called? The bigger, better deal. Some women are always looking for the bigger, better deal.
and you know what's so crazy is the person that, I don't know. And I just feel like I really do feel like she thought that this was going to be the time where she was going to get the man that she actually wanted. And no, he had a whole family at home, and still to this day, like, you got a whole baby, and that didn't get him. He's not there with her. He's not there with
I
her.
don't understand how, and this is just, I don't understand how you don't know you the side chick.
Man,
I don't understand how you don't know that you playing that role. And I've heard women say, "Well, I didn't know how." If you can't go over his house or you still got a call, or he only dealing with you at a certain time frame, it's always telltale signs. It's
well,
always.
I will say some of these men is getting real, like, because see, where a lot of these men is fucking up is they are treating the side chick like they woman. They damn near got the same privileges or whatever. A lot of these men are treating these women like, they do be, be with them in the middle of the night. They can call them and text them and stuff like that. It ain't no cutoff time, and it is some of that. Some of that going on, where there are no boundaries. She has
No,
Yeah.
if I can't come over your house, no. I want, if I can't come over your house, if I don't have access to you, then I'm gonna know something up. I've dealt right before me and Shane was dealing. When we were friends, I was dating this fireman, and it just was up. It would be like some weekends he would say, "Oh, I can't, I gotta work," but then I'll go by the firehouse to take a lunch or something, and he not there. Found out he had a girlfriend that lived in Norfolk. We was in Richmond. He had a girlfriend that lived in Norfolk who would come up every other weekend. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, well, those are like but I'm saying, like, no, there are some guys, there's some situations where these women do have access to these men, like, at all different times of the day.
Yeah.
They to the phone, they gonna come to their house, they gonna do, but then too, it's about what you require from the person that you're dealing, because if this woman, if you are just going to take whatever it is he's giving instead of making him give you what you need and want, then he can get away with that, and you gonna let him get away with that because you are not asking for what you actually require. You're just taking whatever it is he's going to give you.
Right.
So yeah, that I mean, I don't know. I don't know, especially, and then it also goes into time frame too, because it's like, like, if it's only like a few months situation or something like that, he might get away with it. You might not have knew, but if it's you going into years or a lengthy period of time and stuff like that, like, it's no way that you just don't know.
Right.
That that he got other stuff.
Yeah. But it be situations though, because not only I hate to call women, they be dumb a little bit, they be dumb.
Well, that's willfulness.
Oh, yeah, whatever, however you want to name it. I ain't disrespecting nobody, but they be dumb.
Okay.
Like, the wifey will be dumb. She'll be blind to the fact of the games he playing, and so will the side chick. Both of them will be clueless types of chicks, like, and he'll get away with that. That male in that situation will get away with that because neither one are looking for the problems. They're just happy with whatever's going on, whatever he's telling them.
Right.
You know what's
what I mean? Like, it's a shortage on men, and they rather just put up with that BS.
You know what? It's so funny because I have a brother that is back and forth between two women, and they know about each other. Like, they literally, like, they know about each other. Like, he spends like the weekend with one woman, and then his older kids that are grown, he might spend a weekend with her. And these women have gotten together and argued.
Man, fuck that.
And I'm like, well, why y'all willing to go back and forth? I don't understand. And my mom was like, he's still doing it. I was like, well, they letting them. They signed up for it. This is what they agreed to.
Yeah.
I cannot.
They
because
some kind of sister wife, some sick sister wife thing going on between them.
As soon as I get, like any feeling like that, like it's a wrap. Like my whole everything is gonna change. Like I just change. Like I'm gonna change. Like you ain't even gonna want me no more. Like I promise you, try it. You ain't gonna want me no more.
Yep.
Mhm.
Cause I'm gonna just totally flip. I'm gonna totally flip the script. And you know what? Like people play games with me or whatever. Like you ain't gonna like how I play back.
Right.
Try it if you want.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, I can't. Mm-mm,
Word. That's a fact. I will not. Will
mm-mm.
not.
No, I
And
just
that's why I tell them, wait, we not playing this together? We not doing this together? I thought we was cheating together. You and I'm not gonna make no secret of it. And that's what I always told when me and Shane first got together because of the stuff I went with my children's father. I said, and watching my mom, growing up in my household, I always told him cheating is a non-negotiable. That's something I cannot deal with. I'm not dealing with no woman because you might wind up cheating with a crazy one that want to come over and confront me.
yeah. And I just
Mhm.
like because and that's pretty much been like why my two relationships I was in, like my long-term relationships, why they ended was because of cheating, and it was just like for me, especially like the one for me, like my kid's daddy. I mean, we were so super young. It's just like I don't know, what do you expect
Right.
at that age? Like I don't know, you trying to learn yourself, find yourself. You don't even know who the fuck you are yet. You trying to
Right.
play house
Yeah.
and shit, whatever, and have kids. But once you do become an adult, it's just like if I just feel like it's disrespectful to me as a woman because if you have to go outside of the house for you to get whatever it is you need, or you can't come to me, talk to me, tell me, where I'm slacking or what it is that you're not happy with. It's just disrespectful because I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not getting what I need or whatever, I'm gonna let you know that. I'm gonna let you know I don't need to go. If I gotta go outside of the home to get what I need, then what do I need you for?
Exactly.
You
And
know?
let me just piggyback off what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I hear women say, well, if you was doing such and such and such, your man wouldn't be out there. A man cheating ain't got nothing to do with the woman. That's all him. That's his decision.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he gonna do. You could be the best. You could be the prettiest. You could be in the house cooking every day. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat.
Yeah.
So you can't blame somebody else's behavior on their mate because it's not their fault. If somebody
Right.
Yeah.
cheating, it's not your fault. That's a decision that they made.
And like
Yeah.
both of my exes said that. Like I asked, like one asked my ex, I said, I just asked him like why? Like what the hell? And he said he don't know. But see, that's what broke the relationship up because he said he didn't know. Because I said, well, that means you're gonna do it again.
Right.
Because if you don't even know why, like it's like nothing I can do. It's not nothing I can do. I don't even know if it's nothing you can do.
Right.
Because you just be in a situation and just make that decision at that time. And I can't deal with no shit like that. Like if it was a reason, like, well, damn, I was just this happened, or
Yo.
whatever. If you had anything, any answer, maybe you could work it out because you have a reason why. And so, like when you have an understanding of a situation, usually there's a solution. But when you don't even know yet, it's like, well, yeah, you have to figure that out, and whatever. And that was just it. After that,
Yeah.
and then my kid's daddy, like when we finally did have a conversation about all of that. And I mean, if I told you the story of how we had the conversation, it was so fucked up. It was so fucked up. But I had never been in no abusive relationship. Like no guy I've ever been with ever put their hands on me, or I never really dealt with anything like that. Until like this one specific situation with my kid's dad. And it was just that I was like, yeah, he a whole different person. But anyway, that night though, he told me, he was like, every time you like accused me of cheating and stuff, I wasn't even doing nothing. But then as soon as like it's like everything was cool with us, that's when I was cheating and you didn't even know. And then he used to always talk about and it's like we would argue because I'm mixed, I'm biracial, and so I guess like when he first got with me, I don't know if he thought I was like white, or he, number one, the side of town that we met each other on, I didn't grow up on. So he didn't, as he got to know me and stuff. I don't know if I didn't act like a white girl, I guess, to him, so he's like, you act like them or whatever. He act like he did not like black women or whatever. I'm like, your mother is black. That's the women in your family. You don't like the women in your family? So we always had a problem. We always had a problem. And that was like very early on. Like, my skin tone might be what you like, but I'm not what you like.
Right.
Me, the person, is not what you like, And so when he was telling me about the cheating and all of that kind of stuff, he was talking about how he had cheated with a black girl. And do you know this dude said that he cheated with her because her shoes was clean?
Because her what?
Her shoes were clean. So he had this thing about he's like a tennis shoe fanatic. Like, he's just like a shoe fanatic. I mean, that dude, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna keep your feet fresh, okay? So his brother was in a nursing home for a while because he had gotten into an accident and he was paralyzed and from the accident. So he was in a nursing home for a while. And so when he went to go visit his brother, he met this girl, one of the STNAs in the nursing home, and she was a black girl, brown skinned girl to be exact. And he said that her tennis shoes was clean, like her shoes wasn't dirty, because he really had this outlook on black women, like, they dirty, they loud, they ghetto, they this, they that. When all these, and talking about color get real touchy, but I'm just gonna say, like, all these white bitches he fucked with, like, wanted to be black. They tried to act like it. They was ghetto and just nasty. They want to talk, sound like they got like little twang in their voice or whatever. Like, just they wanted to be something they wasn't. So what are you talking about? Like, it seems like this is what you like. You like this trash, like trailer trash, whatever. But anyway, we always had a problem. We just always had a problem because it seemed like he just didn't like. And then come to find out, like, later on, like, as I'm getting older and just understanding people more and stuff like that, like, he just had an issue with his mother anyway because
right.
And stuff like that. And that made, kind of like had him feeling away, but still none the same.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, like, these are still the women that raised you, birthed you, and every fucking thing else, and you don't like exactly who you are. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
But anyway, that's a whole nother situation. But so yeah, but he got these dumbass reasons as to why he did what he did and cheated and all of this stuff. And like, I was never like a cheater, but I had told him, like, the last time we got back together, we was buying a house together and stuff, and he's like, nah, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna buy a house and it'll raise his kids and stuff. So I went, but I told him, I said, if you cheat on me again, I'm cheating back this time. Like, by this time it's about 8 years, 9 years or something like that. Matter of fact, 9, because I left him after we had been together for 10 years. And so we was good, 6 months strong, good. Like we just met all over again. 6 months though, that was it. That's all it wrote. Here we go, back into this old shit. And so I went and I did cheat. I just kept my word, but I felt like shit. Like, oh my God, I felt like a nasty little whore. Like, I had left and dude had called me or whatever, and I had only did it the one time. But dude had called and I'm like, yep, I'm coming or whatever. So I went, did it, came back home. And it was so crazy because we was at a point in our relationship where we was pretty much never in the house at the same time. Like, we was like, he would be there in the daytime. Like, he would come home in the morning pretty much to keep the kids while I was going to work. And then when I got home from work, he left and he didn't sleep there. So that's pretty much was our relationship. Well, he was there when because my kids wasn't home, but he was there when I got home. So he's actually there in the bed. And so, like, I had to get in the bed. And then, like, he was trying to touch me and stuff. And I was like, like, I'm good or whatever. Like, got an attitude and stuff. But I couldn't do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, this is my payback. Like, he know. I just felt like so nasty and dirty, and then dude was just calling, and I said, I can't do that no more. Like I gotta get out of here. And that Monday, because it was a weekend, that Monday is when I went and filled out for apartment and all types of shit for daycare. I had went and filled out for all types of shit so I could get the fuck up out of there. And yeah, and I was there until like I got the call. Matter of fact, I was there until I got the call from my daycare. Once I had daycare for me to go to work, that's when I left. And but yeah, you know, I mean, if a man don't have no reason for they cheating and stuff like that, you know, you gotta go. You gotta go.
They
But
really never do have a reason other than they never really have a reason other than it's their appetite is selfish and self-motivating. And that's it.
and you
And
know,
what tripped me out is the ones that cheat on you will have a fit if you cheat on them.
man, oh my God, because I'm trying to tell you if he and honestly he didn't know for shit. Like what? I had moved. I think my son was like 3 years old when he found out. My son was like, yeah, because I was gone, and it was pretty much after, because I had moved. When I moved, I was 7 weeks. Didn't know I was pregnant or whatever, and then so I had went through the whole pregnancy. My son was like, I want to say 3 years old before he found out. You know, I told him. He ain't like that, but it was, I mean, we was long gone and stuff by then. But that's what I mean by like keeping marriages, you know, because people don't stay in love, you know, even like, even because that wasn't a marriage, but just even getting married. So like you get married, like dating now, like what I'm finding as far as like me being out here in the dating world is a lot of people don't believe in marriage no more, you know. Because people, I feel like people just, number one, they don't want to work for shit too much, right? So it's like, you know, marriage is work, relationships are work, and people just, you know, you got so much access. Like it never really was hard to cheat or anything like that, but with social media and everything, you just got it right there in your face all the time.
Right.
It's always somebody in your inbox or your DMs. It's always somebody just right there in your face that you can just, you know, and all you got to do is put a little couple of hard eyes. And that's why I mean, like us as women, like we should step our game up as far as what we accept, because it really doesn't take much for a lot of women to allow a guy into our space. You know, they like our pictures, they, you know, call us beautiful in our DM, and boom, you know what I'm saying? We just,
Right.
they got us, you know, they got their hooks in. And so I just think that we should just require more, you know, and we should make marriage the goal again, you know. But even it's not for everybody, you know, not to say everybody should be married, because it's not for everybody. But at the same time, it should something stable, you know, not just out here free willy and just, you know, you don't gotta work it, you know. And so then like once you do get married, it's like, you know, how do you keep that love going? Because you can get them and you can get there, but then can you keep it? Can you keep it going? Is it going to be death do you till you part? You know.
I know one time me and Shane had this conversation, and we was talking about we had to sit on the bed and we had to face each other. It was something crazy I came up with, and I had to say we had to tell each other why we loved each other. And we couldn't say because I love you.
Okay.
Because I love you could not be an answer. That could not be the answer. There has to be a reason that you love someone.
Right.
That you were in. And I remember we were sitting on the bed looking at each other. And I was joking. I was like, man, you like a comfortable shoe. You know, you just always there. I know you reliable. He was like, a comfortable shoe. And I was like, yeah, the house shoes. And he was like, come on now, stop playing. But the things that we talked about is because literally we just about grew up together. Our communication was at one point terrible. We've learned to understand that it's not about either party, but it's about us and being able to meet in the middle. And sometimes you do have to sacrifice for somebody, and willing to sacrifice. Because I'm not gonna have things my way all the time. And then this is the thing. Shane grew up as a single child. Shane grew up as an only child.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You see where I'm getting ready to go with this?
Right, right.
So he got with a woman that had 4 children. Now
Okay.
he's not an only child. His dad raised him, but
Okay.
he changed because he grew up as an only child, and his grandmother, and his grandfather, like they gave him everything he wanted. He
Okay.
grew up a little bit spoiled in Brooklyn. You know, he got everything he wanted. He did what he wanted. So when he got with me, I
Mm-hmm.
was the first woman he ever dated with kids. Because the one prior to that didn't have any kids, but she was problematic.
Mm-hmm.
He had to learn to open himself up to outside of him. Because when you grow up as the only child, you don't have to share. A lot of your movements are self-motivated.
Right.
Because you're moving for yourself. And now you're in a relationship. And I told when we started dating, I said, listen, you know I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't gonna be like we can sleep all day, we can leave when we want. This not that type of party over here.
Right. Right.
I mean, the kids loved them, but we did have an initial issue with him understanding that now you are a part of a unit.
Right. Right. Wow. See? And see, like, so with that, it comes, you got to learn how to compromise. You got to learn how to understanding some things that maybe he didn't have to do before.
Right.
So that's the thing. It is just stepping outside of yourself. That's just what relationships are, period, anyway. And that's what a lot of people are not willing to do right now. They want what they want. And
how they want it.
Getting that, then it's so easy to just throw it away. Like, it's so easy days to just, oh well, because guess what? You don't do it. Somebody in my, I'll go over here or whatever, and come back. Like, it's just like, yeah, we all got options. We all we could all do that. We could all just juggle around. We could all just, it's all fun and games when it's new or when it's fresh or when there's or no commitment or anything. Yeah, of course. Like, everybody's good when it's fun or when you up. But what about when you're, what about when you do need somebody to listen or understand or help or make suggestions or, you know what I'm saying? No, I ain't off tomorrow. This is what I got to mix my drink with. I should have did a Snapple or something.
And what you drinking?
Patron and Red Bull.
Ooh, girl.
I don't never drink, so. But me on my honeymoon. You still love me, right? Right. You still love me on my honeymoon. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. This was a good.
Me and Shane went through some stuff, and now my baby daddy's trying to come back. Shane's like, he can come over here. He can't come in here. He was like, you better let him know he cannot come over here. I was like, but he can't come over here, period. The kids don't want to be bothered. And he have to call his children through Facebook.
That's a number that, yeah, see. But that's the thing. And man, that's what like so much time will go by. And then people, now they looking back and they want to rekindle and they want to go back to what, no, like people, look, life is going to go on whether you ready or not.
Right.
Life don't stop. So that's the thing. Like, either you ready or you not, and if you ain't trying to do what's needed to get through it, then you gonna get left behind. And you can't expect nobody, oh my bad, you can't expect nobody to just be sitting there waiting for you to, when you are ready. We didn't move. What is you doing? Like, we gone.
Right.
We gone. I know you. Where the hell you been? I don't even give a fuck. Don't even tell me. And
that part.
Life to move on.
My kids already said they not introducing their kids to him. They was like, and I really think he only stopped getting high because he had the strokes.
Wow.
Like, he had severe strokes.
See?
But this man, I didn't have drug dealers at my house. I had a gun pulled on me. I got jumped. trying to be with somebody and show them that I love you. I remember I'll never forget this. Oh my God, I said something so stupid to my mom. And to this day, I want to go back and slap the old me. I said, Mom, I just need to go back in time and just go slap her and be like, you stupid heifer. So one time me and my mom was in the car and she was like, I don't understand what you're saying, him. You need to leave him alone. He's causing so many problems. Like this is right after he had stole my food stamps and sold them. And this was paper food stamps. So that lets you know how long ago that was. This was the paper food stamps. He had stole like $600 worth of food stamps and sold them to the crack dealer. And I had got him back by telling social services that I lost my purse or something. So they gave him back. It took him a week to give him back.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom was fussing at me. I said, but Mom, he a good man. He just don't know he a good man. I got to stay with him to show him he a good
Aww.
he a good man.
That was love, though. That was love.
Girl, that was no.
That was
No, April, no. That was no.
Him that he didn't get himself.
No, honey, no.
Yeah, she loved him, April. She loved him.
No.
She loved him.
I ain't love myself. I didn't like myself. And I didn't want to be a statistic as a Black woman with kids and single. So I was going to try to make him be the man and the father so I wouldn't be out there by myself looking crazy with all these darn kids.
Well, yeah. Wow. And you know what? That's the thing. Like, I had seen this meme. Matter of fact, I posted it on my Facebook earlier, and it said, we all come with baggage. Just find somebody who loves you enough to help you unpack.
You ain't lying.
And you know, that is true to an extent because we do all come with something. We all been through some stuff, you know. But at the time, you ain't nobody's therapist. You can't fix everybody.
Nope.
You know, and so that's where, you know, you got to understand like what you're dealing with. You gotta figure out what you are getting yourself into if you're gonna openly do that. I don't even suggest it. Because I think a lot of times you find yourself, number one, if you fall in love with a person who got all this baggage and you helping them unpack, what's going to happen when they unpack and they're not going to be that same person no more?
Exactly.
So you might, you know, if it's somebody that you are just so interested in, you might want to wait, just talk to them like, you know, you got some stuff to work on. I might too. Maybe
I definitely did.
Because you're not going to be the same person when you do finally heal, because people have to heal.
Yeah.
First, you got to understand that you have something to heal from. So many people are like trying to put up this front or cover things up instead of working through them. You know, you got to understand that you got to heal first. You got to even recognize that shit in you. And a lot of people haven't got to that point. I think it depends on the person. Do y'all think that women and men cheat for different reasons? Do you all think that men? Do I think like everybody cheats, or do just all of them that do cheat for different reasons? I think everybody cheats for different reasons, but I think the most common reason is for detachment.
Yeah.
And greed.
Yeah.
See, the thing is like, you know, you got a man who, okay, so like when like in my kicking it days, like going out to the club and stuff, you know, you meet somebody, you exchange numbers, all that shit, right? Guess what? That person probably gonna call me the next day at 2 a.m. and I'm gonna be in the bed asleep. But he met me at 2 a.m. and I gave him my number at 2 a.m. So he probably thinks it's okay for him to call me at 2 a.m. But see, it's up to me to, number one, not answer, even if I am up. What the fuck you doing calling me at 2 a.m?
Right.
You have to set these boundaries. So you got to understand, like, And then once you say you get with them, say like, y'all have good conversation, y'all decide to try to do something with each other. Guess what? He's not going to want you out at that club at 2 a.m. for somebody else to be trying to get you. But that will be exactly who he cheats on you with. He will cheat on me for the bitch that he see in the club that weekend at 2 a.m. after he got me to stop going out.
Yeah, I mean,
People, they want one thing, they want like both worlds, but in different people. Like, you got this person, you got them one way, you don't want them to be that way because they're your woman now, or you care about them so much, or whatever. You don't want them that way. You don't want them dressing that way. I remember my kid's daddy cut up some shorts of mine. Like,
oh girl,
I'm talking about cut them bitches. One time I remember these red shorts, I had them on, and this motherfucker tore them off of my body. Like, he ripped them. Gone.
yeah,
So,
that stuff too.
you don't want me dressing like this way, but as soon as we go through something or I find out you cheating, it's with the exact bitch that got coochie cutters up her ass. So it's like, to me, I think people are greedy. Like, they just want the best. They just want the best of both worlds, or, they want the home life, the quiet life, the secure, the person that they can trust, and, and all of that. But then, they want that other thing too, and with anything else in life, it's about balance. Like, you find your true happiness when you find that perfect balance. Are we always going to have it? No. But, if you can find that in a person, like, that is your person.
Right.
If you can find it in your livelihood, that is what you should be doing for a living.
Right.
If you just try to find something that's not running you fucking crazy or not giving you enough, it's about balance. Anything that we do in life, and I think we all are always on a constant chase trying to find that, But yeah. So I just think people are greedy. They're greedy.
yeah.
They're selfish.
Uh-huh.
That's why I think people cheat.
As a man, Chief, do you think all men cheat?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you think all men cheat?
I think all men
Can't hear him
have an appetite.
That's
They,
not what
they all men have an appetite. It's like he gets urges, like food. Like, if he wants steak, he'll go get a piece of steak. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If me and you were dating, and I said cheating is a non-negotiable for me. If you cheat on me, it's over. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. And you decide to cheat, what would be your next step?
All right. You done? You don't want to talk about it. I cheated. That's it. So if I'm cheating, like April said before, it's for detachment. First of all, you know what I'm saying. So I'm already making that decision to leave you. I'm not trying to cheat and stay with you. That's number one. I'm not going to sleep with you and her. That's number two. You know what I mean? So I'm a different type of dude. But
I can expect that.
So if I'm cheating, I'm leaving. That's just the bottom line. But it definitely got more to do with a male's appetite. What time of what part of his life did you meet him? Are we talking about like a younger male? He might have more of an aggressive appetite for women. Like, he got to have this type, that type, this type. His appetite is different. He's easily triggered by a skirt. Then you meet a older male, and his appetite for women is maybe he just want one steak, medium rare, all the time. He's happy with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So if you meet a guy who hasn't satisfied his appetite, then it's just time to move on, because he has something within himself that he still has the urge for, which you'll in return take it and say, well, there must be something wrong with me, when there's nothing wrong with you. It's just like he hasn't fulfilled his appetite yet. You know what I mean? You meet those type of men. They want to have something consistently there all the time, but they're gonna have their urges too. When they go see a fine Puerto Rican and be like, damn, she fine. You know what I mean? They're gonna go see whatever culture of women, they're gonna have an urge for that.
Mm.
You can tell that most of the time in the type of guy that you deal with. You can really see it. I mean, I've learned this growing up. My aunts and my mothers and them, they always used to say like, y'all want this type of guy, blah blah blah. He gotta have the suit, the job, this, that, the third. But they never came home with that type of guy when they went out. They never had that. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been interested in a corporate dude. I've always been interested in guys who, like, before me and my husband got together, I just said I dated a fireman. So, and then I dated a police officer. I dated I dated.
Well, you was looking for those are good dudes. What are you talking about? They don't just got to be corporate. Firemen and police got that good pension, man. Stop playing.
Oh well.
You better hold on to one of those. You get one of them type of dudes. I ain't holding.
I
got that money.
The police officer I dated was kind of crooked, so made me look at all. That's kind of crazy.
That's a difference in character. That's a difference in character.
Yeah, police officer I dated was kind of crooked.
But yeah, they always used to say that, right? So now I don't even try to be what the women want anymore. I be myself. And I find that more effective than anything. Like when I say I be myself, I be myself. Like all the way. All the way. And I would think that I would not attract the type of women that I attract, but you attract who you attract.
Right.
Just being myself. Like I used to want to be like the perfect type of guy. And women don't want them dudes. They don't want them. They say it, but they don't want them.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I had a girlfriend that say all men cheat. I don't believe all men cheat. I believe you set the expectation. And I told her, I said, all the men that you meet will cheat on you because that's what you think, that all men cheat. I don't think all men cheat. That's like saying all women will cheat. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm not gonna step out on you. Even when me and my children's father was going through all that stuff, I didn't step out on him. That when I was done, I was done. All that cheating, carrying on, all that drugging and stuff he was doing, I ain't cheat on him. I just kept I was so focused on trying to make it work. But when I was done, I was like, okay, this enough. And then I met somebody, a female that I was working with, and she was into clubbing, and she started taking me out to the clubs. And I was like, oh wow, it's a whole new world out here. And I just lost interest in them. But I wasn't cheating. I was just ready to go. I was tired.
Yeah, but all men don't cheat. Nah, not at all. Not at all.
But this if you're going through some trials and tribulations in your relationship, and we all go through them, if you're cheating, that just intensifies the issues.
Yeah. I mean, you should be cheating anyway.
That's true, but some people find it a release to cheat. You going home and you can't get along with your woman, or you can't get along with your man. Sometimes you step out into the arms of somebody you think that's going to give you what you're not getting at home. But instead of doing that, just either resolve what's going on at home or understand that it's at the end and y'all need to go ahead and y'all separate ways.
Yeah. But usually when you cheat, you don't just go to a young lady house and you fall in it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You usually doing like what April said. You're making the one you're cheating with feel like wifey too. She's cooking for you, you cooking for her, buying her stuff. And if you gotta do that for her and you got a whole nother her at home, what's the point? It's like you're better off just go paying for it. If you just cheating to be cheating.
Well, let me just say this. Cheating is strategic and calculating. You don't accidentally cheat. You got to come up with a strategic plan to cheat. You got to get away from your significant other. You got to figure out the time. You got to figure out the place. And you got to figure out how to keep your whole activity secret.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yo, Dad, that's too much energy, baby girl. That's too much. I got money to make. What are you talking about? Nah. That's too much energy.
When I was dating, if I was done, I would let you catch me cheating. So because I always felt like the person that broke up with you felt like they had the power and wouldn't come back. So I remember even with me and Shane, I was dating this guy and I was like, I'm sick of him. So me and Shane started dating. I let him catch Shane in my house because I wanted him to leave me alone. Now he didn't, but
I hope you let Shane in on that, because if I was Shane, I'd be feeling some type of way about you.
no, I did. But Shane knew me prior to us dating, so I did tell him that I was like, technically I ain't break up with this dude, but
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, yo, you remember that one time though?
see, still talk about it.
That one time you let me get caught in your crib, sir. I felt bad for old boy. I felt bad for him.
Well,
But nah, I hear what you said though.
I wanted him to break up with me.
Yeah.
Hear wings and mumble often with others when you're going through it at home makes you think you have emotions for the other person too. Yeah. Yeah, you will start thinking, yeah, that you feel something for that other person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the other person is not coming with the trauma you dealing with at home. That's why you feel like you get attached to that piece. That's what it is.
Exactly.
See, that's one thing I've never done is gotten attached like sex. Like, you know how people like you have sex and now you just like
Nope, me either.
like I've never like got attached with that. Like,
Okay.
Nah, I've gotten attached before.
So
I've
you
definitely gotten attached before.
So what you say, Chat? See?
That's
What you
Des. I said I definitely got attached before. It happens.
yeah,
Nah, I'm one of those women like, hey, bro, I can put my heart on the nightstand and walk out the door and be like, I'll come back for you when I get back.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't even talking about in the heart type of way neither. I mean, it just be so damn good. You like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not come back? If she gonna have me back, I'm coming back.
Of course.
Yeah, attach. Like I don't. Come on now, I done told you everything I need, and you still say come back. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. And that's just what it is. That's how it goes down. And it only hurts for the people that expect it not to happen to them. Like it'd be like devastating. Like I used to be at that point in my life where, like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened to me. But now I'm good. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't hold myself accountable for somebody else's actions anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought something was wrong with me until I started dating Shane because I would get bored quick after my children's father. I'd be like, 6 months, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. This is too much. This is getting to be like a real commitment. I don't want to do this again.
That's me. Like I get uninterested faster than I get interested. Like I don't know. Like I just I don't know. I'd be like, can I just like meet somebody who like, okay, so we just skip all of that getting to know each other and stuff and just fall in love and just be married.
That's what I'm trying to say. I told you. Everybody said I was crazy when I was saying.
Because I'm telling you, I don't make it past the first 30 days with the other shit, like trying to get to know somebody. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because it's just like it just end up being some bullshit. It just end up being some bullshit. My 30 days. Like I'm out.
But are you really mad? I'm not really mad. That's why I said I like the second half of my life. Like you get to meet some.
Like, I don't be mad, but it's just like that's just becoming a routine. Like it's just like
as
waste
long as you don't give it up, you don't give nothing up, men included, you good.
Yeah.
What you mean give what up?
I don't give up no wood. I don't give up no wood, Des. Word up. Till you pass certain tests. Huh?
Well, like I said, me and Shane were friends, so and it's so funny because the girl, my ex best friend, I was trying to hook up with Shane. I was trying to hook her up with Shane.
Oh, did say that. I remember you said that. That is
I was trying to hook her up.
Exactly.
And then that he was like,
Mm-mm.
What happened was it was me, my ex-best friend, and Shane's ex-girlfriend. All of us used to hang together. I didn't like Shane's ex, but we had the same mutual best friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so when they broke up,
Mm-hmm.
my friend was interested in Shane. I was like, okay, girl, let me hook y'all up.
Right.
And Shane was like, because I mean, she was kind of out there. She was like out there.
Oh, okay.
Like out there.
Oh. Okay.
So Shane was like, So the night I was supposed to be trying to hook her up, he wasn't going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wound up laying in the bed next to him. I was like, nah,
Ugh. That's
That
another.
would be interesting though.
Okay.
My first one night stand.
Huh?
It was supposed to be my first one night stand.
Oh. The thing about it is like that's another thing because like these women like they be out here like these men like
Girl.
They like I mean I guess do what you do, but at the same time it's like
no, you can't play the game like men can play it. No.
not.
I remember we was in this club called Shaco. Shane, what was that club we used to go to? Slip. Dang, what was that club downtown Richmond? Chaco Slip. Chaco something. It was back in the day. And I remember she was in the back of the club by the bathroom getting done up because she wore a short skirt. And I was like, how you in the club letting the dude hit you? She was like, oh, girl, I'm just giving him a sample what he going to get after the club. Child, we drove to his house. He wouldn't even open the door. He had somebody else up.
Because he got it. All right.
He was crazy. I was like, why would you let him like do it in the club? She was like, well, I guess I know. No, at this time I was dating a school teacher. I was like, nope, you can't come with me. You gotta go. I don't know what you're gonna do, but no.
Yeah, you can't a sample. He got it.
Yeah.
You know what
little sample.
Y'all remember VHS? Remember the big VHS tapes that we used to when the VCRs came out?
Yeah.
Girl. So she was dating this one dude, and he said it was his fantasy to see her with other dudes. So he then videotaped her having sex with two dudes. And then the tape got into the club. And I was like, girl, he said he wasn't going to show nobody. Of course he had to say that to get you to do it. Why would...
Oh my
this
God.
girl was with two dudes. And he videotaping it. So when I said out there, she was out there.
Wow. Yeah, she was wilding. Like you can't you cannot do that, okay? Like I'm telling you, like,
And I kept telling her, girl, you can't play the game like dudes can play it. You can't be just out there wilding like that.
No.
Yo, but sometimes not to go off subject, but sometimes women make men cheat too though. Like a woman to be so aggressive, like she'll be like throwing the panties at him, and he'll be like trying to say no, like no, and then she just catch him at that vulnerable time, and he slip up and do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to beat you.
Huh?
I'm about to beat you. Let me go get a belt. Hold on.
Yo, you don't think that happens?
Right.
No, I'm about to beat you.
Yo, that happens, Des.
No.
Des.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
See that bullshit?
No.
He was doing good, but see, you know, the more you talk, the more stuff come out.
No. We about to jump you. You about to get jumped. We about to bank you.
Ask April.
No.
You telling me
she not gonna kill you? No.
The more people talk, the more it comes out.
No.
Des,
no.
You telling me you couldn't get what's your old man name?
Shane.
You couldn't get Chance to cheat on his woman with you.
Huh?
You couldn't get chance to cheat on his if he had a woman, you couldn't get him to cheat on his woman with you.
Who he is? No,
Okay. Well,
no.
I'm
Now,
just
let me just say this. Shane, no, I see where you're going, but let me just say this: a woman can't get you to do something you're not willing to do anyway. Because
you
if you
try
in
to
a
fight
position,
it.
hold on, let me just say this: if you in a position where you didn't went with somebody's house and they there by themselves and you was supposed to go over there and meet their brother. Let's say their brother, not their man, because I ain't gonna say you're gonna cheat on your, you ain't gonna mess around with your boy's woman. So let's say you're going over, your boy's house and his sister or his sister's friend happened to be there. And she found you attractive and she was like, you know what, everybody gone, come on, ain't nobody gonna know. That's your time to say, let me get the hell up out of here. But
Right.
if you stay, that's because you wanted to win.
He said,
But
right.
all right, so let me tell you this then. Let me tell you this, Des. What if you go stay with your cousin for the summer all the time? Right?
Okay.
You just go stay and you go stay with him and he got this fine ass girlfriend, like she fine as hell. And you stay with your cousin, and she lived with your cousin. Like she lived with him. And your cousin leave because he a trapper, you know what I'm saying? He a hot boy, he out there getting that money. He leave and you in there and she's in there and she comes on to you. She's like she like your swag, you just being you know what I'm saying? And she liking it. He never coming home. And then you'll do and she come on to you.
So let me ask you this. Did that door that opens up to the outside, did that miraculously turn into a wall where you can't escape? So all the windows disappear where you can't crawl out a window. You just don't have no willpower and you just like succumb.
Your dad, she was fine. She fine.
The price of tea in China, just actually did the door turn into a wall?
I mean, she got to come out to use the bathroom.
You a punk. You a punk. You a punk.
I mean, she got to come outside to eat.
No, I'm talking about you when she walked out and you was like, damn, she fine.
Yeah.
This getting ready to go left. Let me get the hell up out of here. That's what you should have did.
I'm staying there for the summer.
You can't go walk around the block until you get into a safety zone, like when your cousin come back or something. See, I'm gonna take any excuse you have away from you.
Des. Because you can't see yourself in the situation. That's why. You think you're winning. But if you were in the situation. I have
4 brothers, baby. I know what you're talking about because I didn't heard this from my brothers. And I didn't give them the same look.
That ain't the same thing.
Okay.
Nobody do anything. It's something you already wanted to do. You was already attracted to her anyway. And then she opened the door and said,
right.
Right.
She did it. She did it.
No,
yeah.
She didn't know.
She did it.
You did it.
She didn't do anything.
She did it.
You already wanted her. So you already had yourself a situation that you shouldn't have been into because you knew that you wanted her anyway. So you was wrong off the bat.
April.
And I don't care what.
Ask April. I'm at my cousin's house that I go to every summer.
Your cousin's house that you go to every summer.
Every summer. I spend the summer there every summer.
Okay. And there are 5 women all around the country, including the city where your cousin lives, where you went every summer.
Oh, man, she won't
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Fine girl.
I wasn't able to make it in them streets like that. So I didn't go out. I didn't go out when my cousin did those things. I stayed home and watched Yo MTV Raps and played the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Huh?
She was
and we just hung out. That's what we was
y'all
doing.
Was in the country. So y'all was in the country like miles and miles and miles away from everything where you couldn't get out there and walk 10 miles to the nearest town or the mall or the nearest McDonald's. So y'all was like way out. Like there was nowhere for you to go.
I couldn't go everywhere my cousin went.
I didn't say everywhere your cousin went. I'm talking about you and your left foot and your right foot getting together.
Well, the only way I would be able to go in the neighborhood because it was his neighborhood was with him. It wasn't the best neighborhood, like so
Oh,
I couldn't just be out there like just wandering and walking around. No, like that was the main. That was the main thing. Like because where I was at was really really bad, but his was a little bit bad. But like long as you stay in the house, you good. Yeah, you know. So like I said,
she was from that area.
huh?
She was from that area.
Yeah, everybody else blamed her and not me. So I don't understand why you're like, oh, you.
Who blamed
It's
her?
her, the family, because after people told, like, you know, like, cause cause I felt guilty. I'm like, yo, I slept with Lisa, and then they got mad at her because how she be walking around looking and all of that
She in her
Well,
house.
well,
in my aunt's house.
Okay, yo, what?
in
My
his
aunt's house.
Okay, so if it was a problem, then they shouldn't have been allowing her. You didn't have to come there and have sex with her for them to know that she shouldn't have been walking around the house like that. See, that's
She
what I.
had sex. She
But
had
that.
sex with me first of all.
Okay,
Wait a
but
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
she cannot make you do anything. Okay, see, that's the thing about a woman and a man. See, something like a man can make a woman do something, but a woman can't make because you got to rise. Like something has to happen to
Uh,
you for something
so,
to even.
all
Now
right.
I'm
So
not
for
gonna say
one,
she took it against your willpower, but I am gonna say I bet you she didn't have to overpower you and convince you or plan and plot against you to get you to do it.
all right. So for one, my cousin, even though we're cousins, he's my older cousin. He comes from an older aunt of mine. So he and the young lady were way older than me. I was only 15 at the time.
How was she?
I don't even want to make it that type of show, but I'm just saying, like, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I told this on my channel before that, you know, I've been, you
no,
know,
I mean,
whatever, taken
my,
sexually advantage of.
I remember my children's father. He was 16 having sex with one of his mama friends, and then the woman had the nerve, the audacity to tell me, "Well, you ought to be glad he having sex with an older woman, because by the time y'all start having sex, he'll know what he doing." All right, Heifer.
Telling you, my kid's
Yeah.
daddy, he was messing with one of his mama friends too. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on for women that he did that. I think he was 15 and the woman was like 30 something.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
my yeah, same thing.
Yeah, but like I knew what I like. Once I was good,
But
she
I'm
showed me I
saying
knew what I.
the family, that's why people shouldn't let stuff go, because what I'm saying is something didn't have to happen with you before they knew that she shouldn't have been walking around the house a certain way
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. Like that
What
conversation
did
should
you
already
think?
happen with her before you came along.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't let stuff go, because then you shouldn't even be doing this, that, and third anyway. Well, you should have said that before he got here.
Yeah.
But then she's
Yeah.
wrong too, because she was much older than
That's
you.
what I was trying to tell you. Like I don't
You
care. Like,
didn't say none
huh?
of that. You didn't say
Yeah,
I
that.
didn't want to.
Monty, this man was 15 years old messing with a 30-something-year-old woman that was his
No,
cousin's girlfriend.
she was 20 something.
Okay, 20 something.
Yeah.
20, 30, whatever the hell. She was older, way
I don't know how
older.
these women be doing that though. I have a girlfriend who used to do that.
Like I could see like 18, but 15,
Yeah.
like that just seemed like baby.
Right.
Now that I look back at that, like I was 15 and had a baby. Like how?
That wasn't even, like I said, that wasn't even like, I felt good. Like I felt like the man. That's why I was like happy to tell. Like because like I felt like a man. I was happy to tell. Word up. I wasn't telling like to get her in trouble. I was like telling like because I was like, yeah, I'm a man. I did that. And I shouldn't have been telling. But like I said, I shouldn't have did it.
Oh, you was a baby.
And she made me do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You was
So
a baby.
I was just saying, I guess you could say I was a baby, but like, you know, I could have said like, nah, I don't want to do it, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it.
15-year-olds have hormones from the tip of their toes to the top of their head. So no,
Yeah,
at that point,
yeah,
it's not an option.
I don't have no
yeah. Because
more.
the first time, it didn't take more than 1 minute before I was done. Like she didn't even do nothing to me, and I
Wait,
was
you said
done.
the first time, which means that
I was done. Like the first time, it was like
oh, you said the first
2
time.
minutes. Yeah,
Wow.
she ain't even. She didn't. Even, I don't even
But
think she
now
put it in.
16 and he don't have hormones.
I don't even think she put it in. I think she just hovered over me, and I came. Like I don't even know if it was in there or not. I just
See,
know
that's
I was done.
girl. See how 15-year-old? That's 15.
That is 15.
That's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that first one though, it was on.
But
It was
now
on.
you paint a different picture because now at 15, your whole anatomy is nothing but out just hormones.
Yeah. I think I'd be like for a while I was like stuck in that state like a horn dog.
Yeah,
Like I was just like after, huh?
at 15, yeah. And it's so funny
Yeah.
because
It
I know.
lasted for a long time too, Dad. Word.
See, I was a late bloomer. Because my children's father kept trying to force me into having sex with him, and I knew he was cheating when we was young. I wouldn't do it. I didn't start having sex till I was like 19.
Oh, okay.
And then I got pregnant. So I was kind of late.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was way.
My cousin
Yeah, nah, I was early.
I was way too early. Like I had like like people like they giving their little experiences. My little friends, we like they talking about, and then they like, April, you ain't do nothing. I'm like, no, the fuck. And then here I go. I done went and did it and got pregnant.
Well, I used to hear when we talk about in school how it hurt, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do that. You got to understand, I'm also a survivor of molestation, so that was the furthest from my mind. If I couldn't control it then, I can control it now. So
Right.
that's why I was so late. And then when the girls would talk about it, it was like they didn't seem like they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Seemed like the
Right.
boys was enjoying it, and the girls was just like, it's just a part of being a girl. You got your boyfriend, and this was expected. No, fine. If what I'm hearing is what it's like, I don't want to do it because y'all don't seem like y'all talking about it hurt and
Wait, what hurt? What's supposed to hurt?
That's what the girls in school was talking about when they would talk about sex, talk about how it hurt and all this. No, I ain't interested.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
Shit.
My cousin scared my cousin. Oh my goodness, my baby cousin. Her name is Tamika. She passed. She scared my daughter out of having sex. She said, "If you have sex," she told my daughter. She said, "If you have sex, you're gonna catch AIDS and get pregnant all at the same time." I was like, "What the?"
Word. Be happy that worked. Word up. I wish that would have scared my ass.
My daughter was scared, and when she had her first time, she came and told me because she said, "Mom, I want to know if this is true," and she was 18.
Oh, okay.
She was like, "I got to tell you, I'm not a virgin, but I want to know if this is true." I'm like, what is true? My cousin scared the crap out of her. She said, "I don't know why. She said, I know better, but it's just like, I don't know."
Yo, even when I was younger, girls used to try to make you cheat on your girlfriend when you was younger. Like, yeah, like a woman to try to do it, man. Like, oh, you don't like her. I saw her in the hallway holding Terrence's hand, and you like, word?
Please, I had to
man.
fighting in the bathroom because this girl told me that she was having sex with my baby daddy well, he wasn't my baby daddy back then, but with my boyfriend because she heard that I won't give him none, and if I won't give him none, then she could give him some, and it'll be her man. I'm like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Okay, now I gotta fight you because you
Right.
disrespectful.
Exactly. Women will make you cheat, man.
No. Don't say that again. I'm gonna pop you.
You
All
just
right.
agreed with me.
I know I didn't.
He trying to.
Nobody in
Yeah,
this chat heard me agree
yeah,
with that.
yeah. Women will make you cheat, man.
Stop saying you gonna get popped.
He is really
I'm
trying
just,
to.
I'm just trying to tell you.
He
Yeah, man.
really.
If you allow your man to watch OnlyFans, you might pretty much allow him to cheat. All everything on these Instagram models, and you turn it all, and all you see is
They can't. Your man can't get to them if they watching OnlyFans. They can't get to them.
he can get something like it. He gonna want it when he see it. If he see it, he gonna be like, "Yo, I know
what
exactly what that."
enlarged. That's
Then you shouldn't let him watch pornos or nothing.
You really shouldn't.
we've never been into stuff like that.
You really shouldn't. I don't want my woman watching no guy with like a
Like,
13, 14 inch. Like, come on. Like, I don't want her watching that.
yeah, but
We've
I
never
mean,
been into stuff like that.
fun out of some stuff. Like if you into that kind of stuff, because if that's the case, you can't watch pornos. You can't go to no strip club together. Like you can't do nothing. Like you just. It's just us. We don't
All
want.
right. So you gonna allow your man to watch? So
Here's
you allow your man to watch OnlyFans?
the thing. I don't care because the thing about it is, if I gotta like sit here and babysit you like that, then I just don't want to fuck with you. I
Right.
don't say that I gotta like. I shouldn't have to worry about nothing like that. So if I like get like some type of spidey sense that, or that I can't trust you to that extent where you can't watch TV, like I'm
All
good.
right. So
A man can find. You can be watching a show that you just find this woman just so attractive. You know, people find different
Not only that, they having sex on regular TV now.
all right. So let me run.
It can
Let
be
me
somebody
run this by you.
a lot of things. So,
Let me run this situation by you. Then. So you come home from work. You've been working and shit, doing what you do, and you come through the door. When you come through the door, I'm watching one of my favorite OnlyFans. And you like trying to get my attention, but you don't let me. I can do this,
right.
and all I'm doing is watching this. You good with that? When you come home, I'm watching OnlyFans.
So you ignoring me for OnlyFans? No, I'm
Right.
not good. No, I'm not good with that.
Right.
But I can't get in trouble.
Ignoring me for TV.
That's not. You miss. You
ignored for watching. You could be watching football and ignore me though.
right.
Nah. I'm talking about OnlyFans. Only OnlyFans.
Okay, we only talking about OnlyFans. So
Yeah.
no, I'd be okay with you just ignoring me because you're just so into OnlyFans that you can't speak to me. So
Yeah.
no.
I speak to you. I go, how you doing, baby? How was your day? I'm watching this OnlyFans. Look at that. Look at that. Woo-hoo. Yeah. You good with that? Because, I mean, what else am I watching it for?
I mean, what do you want somebody to get mad?
Nah, I don't want you to get mad.
You can watch.
I'm just saying.
But you can watch OnlyFans and you can watch it while I'm in the room. I just don't want to watch it with you. But this is the thing: if I'm talking to you and you can't turn away from it for just a moment for me and you to have a conversation, or me and you to relate, OnlyFans is not the problem. You the problem.
Oh no, Des, your man can't watch OnlyFans. No. You done turned this into a whole argument. No.
Argument. Because you say something more important than your real life.
Right.
April, I said hello. How you doing, babe? How was your day? I'm over here just watching OnlyFans. You need anything, just let me know.
Well, because first you said ignoring me. You said ignoring, like. Well,
not right. You know what I mean. My bad. I tried to explain it. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, yeah, like I wouldn't have no problem with that. No.
Me either.
That's what
I don't care.
All right, cool. Nah, Des, that I don't care. I don't know about that. That little I don't care has some bass in it.
No, I really don't. Listen. My thing
I just wouldn't watch it with you. I wouldn't watch it. I just wouldn't watch it.
I mean,
I'd be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna watch it.
Okay.
You get mad. You sound like you're mad.
Then you know to watch it when I'm away from home. Then
You said what?
then
I
you
mean,
would know to watch it when I'm away from home. Then
right. That should be the point, is that you watching it like in your spare time or something like that. Like, not while I'm there. I mean, but see, me, okay, I'm talking about me personally. Like, I don't mind like watching pornos and stuff like that with my person. So like I can watch stuff like that. I watch porno like it's regular TV. So that don't bother me anyway. But
That's what's up.
just so into something that you just like don't see me or ignore me or whatever, then yeah, it's a problem.
that's the problem.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, because OnlyFans, I understand the porn, but them only girls, they in the react. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be in the reaction. It don't just be like, he just watching. That's what I'm like, whatever.
Let me tell you
Like,
something.
they talk back.
I've gone to a strip club with my man. So
That's still controlled.
it is.
It's
Depending.
controlled.
Yeah, like I've done that too. And I mean, it just depends on the place or whatever. I go for the drinks, I tip the girls and stuff like
And
that.
the food.
Like it ain't nothing like, yeah, maybe strip club.
Yeah, why is the food good in strip clubs? I don't know, but they got the best wings.
Oh, yeah, they be having food. Word for.
Food be banging.
Yes,
but
right out by the entrance. Get your little plate.
Yeah.
Yo, they selling plates?
Yeah. Man, because here they sell lamb chops and shit. They be going
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't mind like stuff like that. I think like it's something to do. It's a good time. I mean, most of the girls be like, "Oh, okay, like that's what y'all got working in here."
I don't know.
I paid for.
I think you're all talk though. I think both you're all talk, but to each his own on that.
Whatever.
I just if you saw somebody on Shane's lap working him good, you'll be upset. In April, if you had somebody and they was working him good, you'd be mad too.
That's what I'm saying though. I've already been in that situation. Like
Right.
I've already that type of relationship where that's what we did. Like we go to the strip club. Like I don't like girls or nothing like that, but like like usually like a guy, they already like have some type of fantasy or something. The girl come, you tip the girl or whatever. They like that kind of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And she tough.
But you go and it's like different stuff. It's not all the time on a regular basis and stuff like that. But
right.
want a little dance or something or whatever, or we tipping the girls and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. What's the little dance? What's the little dance? That's what I want to know.
It's naked.
Like what's allowed? What's allowed?
What do you mean? What's allowed? Respectable.
If you're in a strip club, then they gonna dance for you. They're gonna give you a lap dance.
Right.
Well,
I paid for that.
Well, there's a lap dance and then there's a lab dance. Like, what we talking about?
Put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. When I paid for the lap dance, there was no buyer's remorse. I thought it was funny myself.
Yeah, you got naked ass. Like, what do you mean? It's a lap dance and then it's a lap.
And it's topless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was funny.
It's two different kinds of lap dances.
I got one for you.
It's like you go into the place where I'm gonna just sum it up like this: you go into some places and you can touch, and then you go into other places and you cannot touch.
Girl, North Carolina, you can't touch.
Yeah.
North Carolina, you can't touch. But let me tell you, it's a beach over here. It's a beach over here that it's a beautiful hike, but it's a nudist beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't tell Shane it was a nudist beach. I just told him we was gonna go for a hike. So we went for a hike. Mm-hmm. We got down to the bottom of the beach, and it just seemed like this one time. Normally when we go down there, it's like a bunch of men walking around nude. There was one time it was women. It was a lot of women. I was like, okay, and it was this one woman sitting out there taking some photos, and I'm talking about eagle spread. And I'm like, well, what the hell? But I mean, they were just I don't know if it was for her OnlyFans or whatever, but it was some nice shots.
Right.
I walked down and saw these naked people and started looking up at the sky. I just don't even know where to look at. I'm like, babe, it's a nudist beach. It's okay. They down here, they butt naked. It's all right. He was like, he said,
Right.
oh. He was like, I don't know if I can get used to this. Because it was men and women down there naked.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
And it
mean,
was,
and like doing lap dances, like touching, like it's some guys like they can get real nasty. They touching, they putting their fingers all in her ass and her.
no, you can't do that in North Carolina.
That's obvious disrespect. So I mean, if that's the type of stuff that you want to do, like that's off limits.
You ain't
Like,
gonna do that in front of me.
okay, and what's not okay, then I'll just leave a person for anything
Right.
Yeah.
like that. Like, so I mean, if you like so like excited that you can't, you know, like you got to do everything with this girl
Wait.
that's naked in front of your face, like you need to stay there with her.
So you gonna allow him to go to the strip club with you? He act his natural self, and you say he need to stay.
April.
I hear you.
Like,
April.
if you got to put your fingers all in all her stuff and everything, then yeah, stay there. That's like, no, like that's disrespect. Huh?
Let's jump him.
Yeah, I mean, the fuck, like,
If you bring me there,
here's the thing is if you as a man in a relationship not know what's off limits and what's okay, because see, a man is going to try you, and that's why you asking these questions. See, a man is going to only go, he's going to go as far as you're going to let him go.
Yep.
But see, the thing about it is you have to be a man to know how far to go, because it's whatever's in you. So if you are going to go as far as you can, then you're not meant to be with a certain person. Like the person who's not with that.
And why would you want to be with somebody you could disrespect anyway?
April, Des.
Yes, baby.
I get in trouble just for my eyes roaming. So I'm not even going to the strip club. That's a setup for me, because you already know, like sometimes I can't even keep my eyes from roaming.
Well,
you know what I mean? Got them roaming eyes. Huh?
Yeah. Well,
I'm not even going to the strip club with neither one of you. I'm just saying. I'm just not. I'm not going with you, Jazz. That showed right off the bat. And now April talking about stay at the strip club. Yeah, I ain't gonna go with you. Or I'm just gonna have to decline that one.
I wouldn't leave you in a strip club. I would take you home with me. I'll put you in the car. I kick your ass in the car, and then I kick your ass out the car. But I ain't gonna show out in the strip club.
yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna show out in there. I'm just gonna walk off. Like it ain't gonna be no scene. Like
no. You just gonna break up with me for acting like a man at the strip club that you said I can go to.
Okay, so like you could stay there, and you know it's other men out here. Like so, it's like if that's what you want to do, because you can't keep your hands to yourself. Like you so excited. See, that's the thing. That's like the difference between a man and somebody who just, you know, like a man gonna sit there and oh my god, I can put my finger in her ass. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not putting my finger in nobody's ass though. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, see whatever. Like oh my god. We can just do anything back here. Oh my god! So go ahead and do that. But see, like, stay there. Bye.
No, I'm not talking about doing anything. I'm talking about what they do.
Asking like
the man.
Okay and what's not okay. You was asking about a lap dance or a lap because it's different ones, and there's ones where you can touch, is when you can't touch.
Right.
Ones that you can touch, they usually gonna go as far as you want. I done seen bitches get fingers put in them and only got $1 thrown at them. Okay,
I know.
Right.
I am strip club fluent. Okay, I speak strip club very fluently. Okay, so
yeah,
men are gonna do what they are is what's allowed of them. Like or what, however far they can go, a man is gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Well,
me.
I like the tease effect of the strip dance. So normally, even if it's at hands on, hands off, I play the role of not touching anyway because I like the tease part of the strip, the show, the burlesque. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is.
Yeah,
So
it is.
so for me, like even though you're not allowed to touch or are allowed to touch the woman, that means she can be more aggressive. I'm not talking about what the niggas do. I can't speak for all the park apes, but I can speak for this one.
Right.
Other the women are allowed to be more aggressive on you. You might find a little, some certain things in your facial area, or them rubbing on your hard on, you know, it's gonna get crazy. They'll simulate like they're giving you head. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do nothing. I'm saying you all right with that.
True.
What? Them
Cause I'm
rub
not going to,
on your
yeah,
bill and
huh?
stuff? No, that's up to you to stop that. What I gotta stop that for?
Mm.
I mean, them
That's why I
touching
said I'm not even going because I
supposed to be.
know.
See, here's the thing. It's supposed to be an enticing moment. It's supposed to be a fantasy
Right.
moment. It's supposed to be a good
Yeah,
time. Okay.
right,
But there are also like limits and boundaries. You're not supposed to
Right.
be out the fantasy. You're not supposed to cross those lines and those boundaries. It's supposed to be an act. It's supposed to be for play. It's supposed to
Right.
be
right.
something that, like, so them touching your face or whatever, dancing, like got your hands and putting it on their hips and all that kind of stuff, and they got their
Hmm.
fingers out and stuff, and that's fine. That's all fine. It's not fine when just certain things get crossed. Like there should be nothing inserting nowhere. It should be nothing like no actual genitals being fondled. It shouldn't be none of that. It's a fantasy. It's for
So
play,
whose fault is that? That's not my fault.
entertainment. It's not your fault.
No,
Well, you still sound like your 15-year-old self. It's not your fault.
it can't be my fault if you allowed me to go and that's what she's doing, and now you want me to stop her. Like what? I'm just not gonna go. I'm just not gonna go.
So you have no self control?
Right.
I
So that's
have
the
so,
thing.
but
You're just
what
going to
what
avoid.
what am I stopping?
No, you're going to avoid situations because you can't control yourself in certain environments.
Yeah,
That's
especially when women are rubbing. Yeah, they're rubbing themselves all over me. Yeah, I definitely can't like
all
that.
right.
I'm not
Okay.
going. I'm not going.
So that
I'm
you
just not going.
so you know your weakness. You know your challenges. So you need to
Yeah,
make sure you prevent yourself from being in certain positions at certain times.
yeah, I'm definitely not going. I know
Okay.
they try to rub like it be topless. They try to rub their nipples on your forehead and stuff. They go in, man. You,
Yeah, they do
if
go in.
y'all been there, y'all know it. So I'm not even. I don't. I'm not going. I'm just not going. Especially if you handsome a little bit too, like, and you smell good. You know what I'm saying? They like. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying? They
bruh,
calling you daddy.
bruh.
What
See,
up?
you don't need to be good looking. You just need to have a bunch of ones or a bunch of money sitting on the table, and that's gonna entice. And regardless of what you look like, they're gonna be like all over you. You in
Yeah,
the strip club.
they see some
Des,
money.
Yes,
Des,
sir.
you're a woman. I'm a man. You see it from a woman's perspective. I receive it from a man's perspective. Okay,
Okay.
I know how it feels.
Okay.
It's, it hit different,
Really?
dude. But you can go ahead and let all the men swing all in your face all you want. See how you like that. You can speak on that. Having a man's private spot on you and how that make you feel.
See,
Mm,
that's the difference between me. See, that's where the entertainment, and that's where you have to know like boundaries. Where
Right.
like I can watch male strippers and it's entertainment. Like it's not no thought in my head like, ooh, like I don't get aroused. Like it's just it's just a time. It's just like this is just what we doing right now. We
Right.
fun. I mean, I've like went to see male strippers since I was 18. Like I've hosted male strip shows. I've bartended for male strip shows. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm fluent in the strip club, like male and female.
So what should the male what should the male be allowed to do? Like what should I allow the male do to my woman? Because I'm saying nothing. But what should I be fine with? Since you're fine with me.
That's where the person comes into play. That's
Yeah.
where the person
Right.
with like. See, I don't have to avoid a male strip club because I'm not scared of what I can do. I can control myself. I'm not gonna get so caught up in the environment and in the situation and what's going on that I could lose my person or compromise my life for what's going on right now. So, he would dance, he can whatever, he can have my hands, he can have my hand, rubbing all whatever. Okay, and then he gonna go on to the next one.
Right.
Oh, so he can just grab your hand?
Especially after I don't give him no more money.
Oh, you gonna give him money?
Yeah.
All they gonna have their thing like right there or whatever. They gonna put your hand right there on their G-string or whatever. You gonna put the dollar right there, and then they gonna go on about their business unless you gonna.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing. I'm not making it rain on no man. You a man.
Yeah, you can do that. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
That's as far as I've ever went, and I've seen stuff. Okay, I've seen the men. You talking about the women go in? The men go in. Okay, they gonna do whatever that woman that they allow them to do. Okay, they gonna
picking them up, telling them.
They mouth gonna be on. Stuff gonna be going on.
Right. Exactly. And they need to push those men away. And they need to push them away.
Yeah, they need to push them away. Yeah.
Those men be way too aggressive.
Some of them, yeah.
I done seen her pants yanked down and his face went and dived in or whatever. I've seen all types of stuff, but it's about what you allow.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving. If I see that, I'm leaving you there too. Well, I'm leaving. Right, I'm leaving.
Wait. Sound like someone a little bit double standard here to me.
I ain't never hit that, did I? I ain't never hit the fact of my insecurities. No, ma'am. That's the best thing about being me. Okay. Take it or leave it. Nah, I was asking y'all how y'all felt. That's why I said that's why we talking about it from a different perspective, because I just want to give you an understanding. I'm not with it. I'm not going.
Before you get your wife, because if you can't control yourself in certain situations, then you got work to do.
No, I can't control it. I'm just not going.
Whoa,
it's not going.
Not good. Yeah, no, you got work to do.
Ma'am.
You can't just avoid a situation totally because you can't control yourself. Like, what is going on with that?
Why I gotta go somewhere where I know there's trouble? There's trouble in there.
If you went, you had to control yourself.
So I'm going to just control myself. All right. So if we talk about it, yeah, then I'm gonna go just to control myself. I can do that.
I say I'm going.
But if you tell me, go ahead, baby, have fun, enjoy yourself tonight. I brought you here for you. I want you to have a good time, baby, and then give me a couple drinks. I'm gonna have a good time.
But that comes with respect too.
I'm gonna respect you. Okay. Yeah, I am going to respect you, Dad. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, don't be going all out. Like, I brung us here so we can have a good time. Don't just lose your mind and
lose my mind.
Lose your mind.
Chaz.
What?
I'm gonna have a good time.
Okay, boo, but don't make me mad in the process.
No, absolutely not.
Because when you're in a relationship, you represent each other. If me and you go to a strip club and we're in a relationship, now that's not some people's preference. I understand some people won't go into a strip club, but if me and you go into a strip club, And I said, babe, you know what? We need some relaxation. I'm gonna go over here and give me some wings. I'm gonna give me a little Long Island iced tea. You go ahead and grab a table. You get you a little lap dance if you want to. If I turn around and you got her breast is in your face and you ain't pushing back, I'm popping you upside the back of your head. Now, I haven't heard dance for you for one thing, but her booby shouldn't be almost in your mouth.
Yo, Des, I'm definitely not going with you. I'm sorry.
Be a sad.
I'm not. No. She said I turn around.
The woman is in the club with you.
I might get bopped right there in the club. No, ma'am.
I'm punch you.
No, man. No, Des, no.
You did a lap dance, but why is her nipple in your face, on your forehead?
Cause she's straddling me. She's straddling and she's swinging her hair. You know how they swing the hair?
That's
when they lean back and swing the hair.
By the waist and be like, "Boo, I'm good. Go ahead and do your thing right here in front of me." You see what I'm saying? That's when you put this. That's when you put the perimeters, build the perimeter wall.
So why is she doing that? I'm supposed to. Why? What?
Like, see, you looking at it like she trying to make you empty your pockets. She is going to straddle your face if you allow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to get everything you got.
When do I stop her? At what point do I stop her? That's what I need help with. When do I push a little bit?
When it gets disrespectful for your woman to be watching you with this woman boob in your face.
See, that's the thing. Like you have to grow to a point where you know where to stop her, when to stop her. See, that's the thing. Like, can't nobody teach you that. That gotta be instilled. Like, that has to be in you. That has to that grows inside of you. It ain't grew there yet.
That's why I stop it at the door.
Shane used to travel all the time. Shane used to travel all the time for his job. He was a project manager for a waste management company. So he used to travel around the United States. And because we gone so long, people be like, "Oh, he's staying in them nice hotels. You don't think he cheating?" I'm like, no. Because he know if he cheat, that's it. We done. And he not going to do anything that he know going to piss me off or hurt my feelings. He represent me. He was in Arizona over here one time, and he got sick. He said he was sick, and I called a hotel, and they was like, "Yeah, he's not answering his phone. We think he's sick." I left work, and I got my daughter, and we just showed up. We just drove the 2 and I think it was like 3 hours for us to get to Tucson, and we just drove. They didn't even know we was coming. If he was a cheating man, I wouldn't have just been able to pop up on him, because first of all, I wouldn't have known what I was going to walk into. And he was in Arizona, like, I think he was in Arizona like 3 months. So that's enough time to find something.
Yeah.
And they always put him up in nice hotels. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, when you're in a relationship, you represent each other.
Right.
Amen.
So if go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead.
So if Sean called you, right? You're like, "Yo, babe, I just got what's his name?
Shane.
What? Shane. My bad, Shane. If Shane call you and be like, "Yo, babe, I just got to Arizona. I just settled down. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm about to have 2 honeys come over and strip for me. I'm gonna do like you taught me to do. I ain't gonna touch nothing, but I just need. I'm stressed out, so I just need. You're gonna be all right with that."
Hold on. He gonna have them come to him?
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that.
Oh my gosh. It's the same thing.
I know. I'm telling you, he wouldn't do that.
That's not the same thing.
Well, it's not.
Because it's not. That's a private party. That's different. And if you're in a club, there are regulations and boundaries that you have to follow. In a private party, it's kind of a different setting. So a lot of the rules and regulations in the club go out the window.
All right. You got me on that. You got me.
Don't be trying.
I was just trying to see. No, I'm trying to see.
April, let's just jump him.
I'm just trying to see, because I've never been with a woman that said I can go to the strip club. I just never been with one. That's all.
Yeah.
We ain't Mumbo sauce. I'm trying to tell you that's outrageous. I don't know what in the hell type of question that was.
Oh, you ain't with it neither, April?
I'm just so. He said that's outrageous. I'm just so stressed. I'm just gonna have these two strippers come and dance for me. I done had a rough day. If you don't get
Right.
who,
Get your ass in the
Yo,
shower and go to bed.
if you let me go to the strip club, I should be able to do that too.
No, baby, no.
number one, the strip club was us going out together. We going
Right.
out. We gonna we gonna have some drinks. We gonna get some entertainment. We gonna get some food. It's all a one-stop shop, okay? And we gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Thing. So
Oh, I
that's
get it. I get it.
night out together. That's number one.
Right. So I only can do it with you.
I know women to no hotel room because you so stressed. Like what?
Because that's why men go to the strip club to relieve
Okay.
stress.
Is that why they go?
Yeah. You ever been in them places? You don't be stressed out at all. I'm telling you, the moment you walk in, you don't be stressed. You don't be stressed at all.
So again, what kind of woman you looking for?
For me,
Yeah, you.
as far as what, like an honest one?
Yeah, like what kind of woman? What? I'm not talking about the aesthetics. I'm talking about like what type of woman are you looking for? Are you looking for someone that y'all can enjoy things? She open your y'all experience new things together. You want a homebody. I remember you said you want an intellectual. You love to have conversations. But outside of that, what type of woman?
I want like the things I want. They don't mesh well, but I like a ghetto girl. That's homey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's intellectual. Like that's hard to find. Like, but that's what I really like because I'm that myself.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of intellectual women out there that have some backstories that you.
But they gotta be a little ghetto too, though, Des.
Nah, I'm not ghetto, but you don't want to walk up on me either.
I know that's right. I don't need you tapping up 40s or nothing like that, but you gotta,
Y'all got me
be able to play some spades, play some spades on the fly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can play some spades now.
In the
Make
chat,
a meal out of it.
Aesthetically, where does Shane know these out of town strippers from?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, wait. There's a such thing as escort service, okay?
But
See, that's not a stripper. Then that's an escort. What are you doing?
Well, that's where you get the girls from for like bachelor parties.
I'm not trying to downplay the men, but I'm just saying, see, that is the sign of a plan that is not thought out. That's what I'm saying. Because
yeah, true.
Only I asked that because you didn't let me I'm asking, at least I'm not just doing it. I'm asking, I'm like, yo, look, you let me out of strippers. You let me go to the strip club. I'm not trying. You're right.
No more.
You're right. I ain't asking.
You call and ask me something. If he would have ever called and asked me something like that, he would have got cussed out royally.
You're right. I don't see the difference between you allowing me to do it, but I'm not gonna ask no more. Let's move on to the next subject because you don't see what I'm seeing.
No, we don't. Because one is in a club and one is in a hotel room. Tell me what we're not seeing.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna play by the same rules as the strip club and the hotels. I'm gonna play the same rules.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna play the same rules.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I will.
And the girls might not play at the same rules because if they can get you, because listen.
And then I'm gonna push them.
Some situations you don't put yourself in.
I'm gonna push them.
You lying?
Like you told me, push. I'm
You
gonna
ain't
put. I'm
lying.
gonna remember what you told
You
me.
got in that hotel room, you lying. You put somebody in a private hotel room. Oh, look, no. What you trying to break up? You trying to break up? That's what you trying to do?
No,
That's so weak.
that's why I said I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go to the. I'm not going to the strip club. It's over. So I don't got to think about that because obviously it's a gateway thing for me. Shit,
Right.
you allow me to. Because I'm telling you, the moment you see my eyes wandering, you should say, "I see you looking," and you need to cut that out.
I don't
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
Okay, let me tell y'all something. It was one time me and Shane still talk about this. It was one time we was in a grocery store and this girl walked by with her boyfriend. She had some sweatpants on, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, my ass was big. I said, Shane, look at that. So Shane looked. So I went down the aisle to go get some food, and I came back up, and he holding the bologna, looking at the damn girl. I was like, hold up. Look, motherfucker, why you still staring at her butt?
Right.
He gonna give
Because
me this. He
you
gonna give
told
me
him to.
really grin. I'm like, but I told him to, and I told him when. But we laughed at it. We
That's
was laughing.
hard.
I was like, you know, you got busted, right?
So Monty said, if she call you and ask you the same thing, what's your answer?
Oh, good question.
If she called me and asked me, now y'all should already know I'm not playing that. I'm not happy.
Why not?
Okay.
If you could
Because
do it,
I never said I was cool with letting my woman have strippers. I'm not cool with that.
but see, you can't date a woman like me because I play follow the leader.
Yep. Come on, because he's supposed to be leading, right?
Des,
You
Leader.
do.
you just said you
Whatever you
can't do what the man do. Now practice what you preach.
Hold on. Oh, don't twist my words and don't play semantics. No. Don't even do it. You don't
Practice
do that with
what
me.
you preach.
No.
Don't follow the. Don't do. You can't do what a man do. Des,
Don't even try, boo boo.
you
You got
cannot do what a man do, baby.
2 days earlier than me to put it for that one. What
Well,
I
come on
meant,
with it.
what I meant when I said a woman can't play the game like a man can play the game is a woman can't sleep around and then think she gonna get anything. You gotta hold the cards and make him think he gonna get it if you're gonna be a player. And I'm gonna tell you something. As far as the men, a true player will tell the woman the games he about to play instead of tricking the woman into playing the game. Cause see,
Exactly.
I could spot a game from a mile away.
Exactly.
But like I said, as a woman, you cannot sleep around with men and then think you can't play the game the same way. If you a woman and you just out there dating and you thinking that sleeping with these dudes gonna get you like a pocketbook or dinner, it might get you a Happy Meal because they didn't got what they want. Didn't you just hear me tell you about my girlfriend who got done up in the back of a club and then he wouldn't even open the door?
Man.
Right.
I had guys be like, "Oh, you can keep my car. Oh, here my credit card. I won't sleep in
Right.
these rooms."
That's right. If you ask me, can you have 2 strippers? You're not even eating off the Happy Meal. You're getting off the dollar meal.
But if I can afford 2 strippers, I don't need your Happy Meal. How about that? How about that?
That's the bottom line. I don't play that. How about that? How about that? I ain't going. Ain't no stripper for my lady. Period.
We see you. Monty said, we see you. They said you want a open closed relationship. Open on your
Basically.
side, closed on her side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I'm not. Look. I'm not. Y'all said y'all allow that. I never said I allow that. So I'm gonna take it. If you're gonna say, "Yo, baby, I'm taking you there,"
Ladies,
I'm going.
pay attention. Pay attention. He
Yes.
telling
Don't chef his ass and said, "Don't take your man to the strip club." Period.
No, what he said is he have one standards for him and another for you. That's what he said.
what he said.
Right. Right. I'm not taking my woman to this. I'm not going with her to a male strip club. Period.
I like how you caught yourself and stopped yourself in the midst of getting ready to say what you was getting ready to say. I like how you caught that.
What I was gonna say, Dad.
I'm not gonna allow. You got that out and you backed up.
Go ahead, Dad.
Ooh, what they say, backpedaling pussy pop.
Go ahead, April.
Yes,
Go
you
ahead,
did, sir.
April.
You did that. You did that.
Go
sir.
ahead now. My thing is this.
I'm just listening. These conversations are so
You
refreshing.
you shouldn't take your man to a strip club unless you're totally secure with the situation. Period.
Yeah.
I'm not secure with the situation. I'm not going. That's the bottom line.
If you've been with
It's
somebody
just-
for a while, like I said, me and Shane been with each other since '96. The first time we hit a strip club was like in 2004 or 5 or something like that. So it was a while.
Yeah. On the like the once in every blue moon type thing, and we try it. We go in, we stay for a couple minutes, and we out. Yeah, that's fun. All right, I get that.
Great.
But not
so
going.
You go peek in. You gonna go peek in. You go peek
Yeah.
in.
Right.
How you gonna do something in a couple minutes?
Oh my God.
Look,
Exactly.
you see what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, April, get in and get out. That's it.
I'm getting in there comfortable.
You see
First
what I'm
of
talking
all,
about?
it's gonna take them a long time to get my wings together. You talking about get in and get out? I gotta get in and order the wings.
I'm
What
trying
is
to
you?
And
get
you're gonna have one eye on your. You gonna have one eye on your wings, and the other eye on Shane.
I gotta watch him.
Yo, yo, Shane, don't go, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Listen,
Set up.
I'm trying to think of who I knew back in 1996, so I can go get him because I might need one of them old relationships so I can have something like theirs because these new, I don't know what's going on. Who did I know?
What you talking about over there?
Shane Shane. I don't know why Shane stayed with me anyway because I was crazy as hell coming out that relationship. But like I said, we was friends before we started dating. But I honestly don't know why Shane stayed with me because let me tell you something. I got mad with Shane one time and went and stole his car, but I had mine too, so I had to drive 2 damn cars. Shane thought his car was stolen. I had that damn car.
That is funny as hell.
He know you a keep yo, cause you a keeper. That's why.
I drove Shane's car like 3 blocks, and then I had to get out and run back and get mine and drive that 3 blocks in front of Shane's car, and then go back and then get his car and drive it 3. I drove like that for 6 miles. That's why I don't know why Shane stayed with me because I'm crazy as hell.
Yeah.
That is funny.
But I think that's why he stayed with me. But I didn't do the stuff like when my children's father when I was getting over him. I remember he cheated the last time he cheated on me. I thought I might have. I think I told this story, so I ain't got to be embarrassed about telling it. So my children's father cheated on me, and he took my middle son with him, and was gone for the whole weekend. So my children's father used to drink 40s. So I packed his bag in his duffel bag, and I broke up the 40 box in the duffel bag, and I pulled all of the glass out of it. But I broke it up with the hammer so small that a small charge was still in his clothes. So I dumped all the excess glass out, folded clothes up, and put them back in the duffel bag. So when he came home, he was like, "I'm sorry. I was scared to come home. I love you." I was like, "You had those clothes on at her house. You got to take those clothes off in here. Go take a shower, and we'll sit down and talk about it." And this dummy went upstairs and took a shower and put them clothes on. And when he put his clothes on, he was getting cut up by all that glass in his clothes.
Woo. Terrible.
Yes, honey, I was terrible.
Mm.
Yes.
I
You
thought
gave him hell, didn't you?
I was
I said you
bad.
gave him hell, didn't you?
Phew. I
Man,
remember one time.
Yo, dad.
I remember one time he. I know he was a crackhead, right? So one time he went when VCRs first came out. He went and bought a VCR. He went and bought a VCR for $30. I gave him $30 to go buy the VCR. I think I had just got my refund from school, my money back from school because I was in school at the time. And he went and bought the VCR. Then he was like, "Oh, something wrong with it. One of the cords not missing." And I'm thinking, I got a VCR. I can let the kids watch, Disney movies and stuff. He was like, "Something wrong with it. I'm gonna take it back." So one of the girls came down. She was like, "Girl, your man just sold that VCR for $15." I was like, "Wait a minute. He a dumb crackhead. He bought it for 30 and sold it for 15."
right? You could have took it back to the store for that.
Right.
Mm.
So when I was cutting that glass up, I was thinking about all the stuff he had did and the cheating.
Yeah. I hear you with that, yo. That's a situation right there where I don't know how you did it and it wasn't. I mean, I can hear you telling stories, but like sometimes it'd be like hard not to have like no kind of attachment to a person like that because you start to care for him like because you don't want to see him doing bad.
Well, we were together since we was 14. We met in 9th grade gym class. So I mean,
Yeah.
like that's all I knew.
Yeah.
That is hard. That's all you know.
Yeah, that's all I knew.
Well, that was
But
hard.
when I started finding myself, it was like this is not what I wanted to do. I gave him hell.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell him I was leaving him when we was done. When I was done. I wound up moving. I started working at Nabisco, and I was a machine operator in Richmond. And I just packed up the house one day and moved while he was at work. He came home to an empty house, and I didn't even tell him where I was going. I was like, "That's how I was."
You was not now. When did you figure that out?
I was like 26, going on 27.
Was it something that he did that was like the last straw?
There was a bunch of stuff. Then I didn't leave him because I didn't love him no more. I left him because I started liking me.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
I didn't not love him. I didn't stop loving him until after I left him, and then I really had time to take a seat and look at everything that had gone on because I just didn't want him to be the influence of my children's life. So I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. Because I'm teaching my kids that this, because I guarantee if I would have stayed with him, my boys would have been dealing or on. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
They would have been either dealing or on drugs. So, and my daughter would have been dating men that was beating her up because I learned the behavior from growing up, watching my mom go through it.
Yes, I mean a lot do more than most. It's a rare occasion where they don't have such a damaging effect from having a parent that abused drugs and the other parent. It's very rare, but it does happen. But why would you want to take that chance? You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't take the chance. I had 3 boys.
Word.
Living in a Commonwealth state. I wasn't willing to take that chance for my boys. But now my
I respect you for that one.
Yeah. Because it wasn't about me no more. It was about my kids and what they needed. And I didn't want him to be the influence.
Mm-hmm.
Like and then he was a functioning crackhead. Like he always kept a job. It wasn't like he was one of them crackheads that didn't work and just laid around. No, he kept a job. He always worked. He just, when he got paid, he would just leave and go get high. Come home with $10.
Right.
So, he was living in my Section 8. On my Section 8, I had a voucher. So I was renting a house on Section 8. My rent was like $2.
I know that's right. So he was good. He can buy all the crack he wants.
Exactly. But he still wasn't paying the rent, and he won't but $2.
Yeah. I mean, y'all had to go for a long time not paying the rent, man, at $2.
Now in Section 8, you better not miss paying your rent. And your lights couldn't get cut off either. You better not get your lights turned off and you ain't paying but $2 rent.
Yeah, who can't get the $2 though? That's what I'm saying.
I used to pay my
I
rent up
not
I used to pay my rent up like 3-4 months.
right. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like this dude
They
here,
don't let
man.
you do that no more. You can't pay your rent up no more.
Really?
Nah, they don't let you do that no more. Cause they
Dang.
basically figure like if you can pay your rent up, then you should be your rent should be more.
Well, if it's
I'm
only
going to
$2,
take April to the Red Lobster. Oh, are you James? Thank you. Hey, Andreas.
that's
James said
so
he's taking me to the Red Lobster.
Oh, that's what's up. I love them little biscuits, man.
me too.
Run it up. I always tell them, yo, just start with the biscuits, man. Don't even play. Just bring them on out. Don't even take my
Yeah, give
order.
me
Just
some
bring them out.
biscuits and some shrimp Alfredo and a lobster tail. That's it right there. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow go get we have this place called Grated Grilled Cheese. They have grilled cheese lobster.
What?
Word, that sounds delicious.
They got what?
Is grilled cheese lobster.
Stop playing.
That mess is so good, but them sandwiches $13, but I don't.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
It's worth every dollar.
and it's good too, and they don't skip on the lobster either.
It was worth every dollar. Let me get two.
Yeah, look at it. It's called grilled cheese. That man.
I'm gonna need two of
That's what I'm
those.
doing this weekend because I didn't go out to dinner or nothing for my birthday. I am going out to dinner this weekend.
No, that's right.
I'm gonna take myself out to dinner.
Yo, stuff is open in Ohio. Like they let you go out and stuff.
Yeah, but they just closing it all down early, so nothing's open past 10. But yeah, but before that, like you can go in a restaurant, sit down, and everything.
Yeah.
You can't go in and sit down in here in California. You go pick it up and leave.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they shut us down again too.
Where you at?
New York.
Oh yeah, I know you shut that down. Shane's father's in New York.
I had to make some noodles, y'all. I'm starving.
Go ahead.
Alfredo.
I didn't drink that shit.
Yo, you gonna put? Yo, I seen that. You drink what I drink.
What, Patron?
Patron. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my stuff.
Yo, put some eggs in there. In them noodles.
Some what?
Some eggs in them noodles and hot dogs.
I don't eat eggs. Not that I cook myself. I can't look at an egg raw and then eat it.
Put some hot dogs in there.
Oh, I did, Andreas. I shared it on my community post too. So if anybody don't know, Spiller Boys, James Caldwell's channel got struck.
What?
Thank you, Andreas. Yeah, they didn't struck his channel because you know the song, our song. You know, like the music they play in the beginning of the video. Yeah. So I guess somebody named Libabe struck his channel, his main channel. So he was over there on Milan Trejor earlier. So his birthday is Saturday, so he gonna do a birthday party. He is disputing it and everything because it's a free song. Like it's free music on the YouTube playlist. So
wow,
win it back, but it's just the fact that they did strike it. Because when you strike somebody's channel, if you hit somebody's channel for a copyright strike, they automatically take the video down. And then you got to dispute it. They don't check it first and then take it down. They take it down first, then you got to dispute it. And so he gonna win it, but it's gonna take, I think it takes like 15 days or something like that for the review to go through.
See, that's why.
So he used some free music.
So anybody who's playing their our song music, Bless Watkins, I think Tracy do it. Whoever else, well, let Tracy do that shit because Tracy over there clowning, fuck her. But whoever else playing that music, y'all don't play that music.
What is it?
That music,
that she used to open up with?
Yeah. And you know, like other people started playing it in the beginning of their video. That music, yeah.
Oh well.
He just finished. Oh, he just went. Oh, he went. Wait a minute. He just now finished his live. I thought he went off earlier. I didn't know he came back on. Damn it. Well, we was having a good conversation over here, but I watched the replay.
That's a
I'm gonna
fact.
have to do that too.
So y'all want to stay on, or y'all want to close it out? We can continue it. I mean, this is something that I'm gonna be doing, like, cause who asked Chanel? She said to do like happy hour with Ask April. So like when you talk about like dating, like real life stuff or whatever, like talk about like real life situations and stuff like that, or stuff that we deal with in real life or whatever, like more like relationships and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
that's
just
what's
trying
up.
to kick it in.
It's 10:35 over here.
Yes, oh, is it? Oh, girl, it's 1:35. Well, you're 3 hours ahead of me, so.
I know.
Yes, Andrea, come pick me up, girl. Come pick me up. James taking us to Red Lobster. Girl, we gonna meet James at Red Lobster.
James say, look, James, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. My family's still there. I'm the only one that migrated to the East Coast, to the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you, Andres. You deserve it, babe. You deserve it. And it is bomb. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I'm so happy. She got a new car, y'all. She don't buy herself nothing.
Congratulations! I threw some change in there for you.
It is gorgeous. Like, it is bomb.
Congratulations, bro. Enjoy it. Let it take you all over the world.
All right, James. April, he might be taking you to the I think it's a Red Lobster on Laburnum. He might be taking you to that one. I don't know what part of Richmond he's staying.
You talking about Richmond? That is so funny. You so funny. I ain't that far from Richmond. I'm in Ohio, so you a drive.
That far.
You a little drive. You ain't too far. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, y'all, so I can get up and go to work.
Yeah, man, because I got to be to work at 7 in the morning. That'd be last.
Shit. Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for joining in the conversation. It was bomb. I appreciate y'all so much for coming up. I didn't know if it was just gonna be me or anybody was coming up.
Yeah,
or whatever. So thank you, Wings and Mumbo Sauce. This is the first time I saw you in my chat, so I appreciate you so much for commenting and dropping down. Andreas, James, Monty, thank you for being here, babe. Who else was in here? Sister was in here. Firespawn was in here. She in here late. She usually in here in the morning. So thank you so much, y'all. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good night. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say before we get off?
No. Just everybody have a safe night. Y'all be safe out here with all this stuff going on. Be careful. Watch your surroundings. Watch your back. That's it.
And if you dealing with Chef, don't take him to the strip club, y'all. Okay, he gonna cheat.
That's a fact.
He gonna
don't
cheat.
Don't take me. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna turn up. I'm definitely gonna turn up.
That's the new
I ain't
term
gonna
for
cheat.
cheating. Okay, I got it. That's the term for cheating.
April, I ain't no cheater. April, I ain't no cheater. All right.
Okay. It was her fault.
Right.
It was her fault.
Yes. Okay. Always.
When Chef come back on, he gonna sound a little different because when we get off, we're gonna jump him. We can't do it.
Yo, Des, you do not gotta jump me. I ain't going.
You might hear oxygen mask or tank. You might hear him breathing a little deeply. Because he's gonna need some help. Yeah. So.
Exactly. Your head is right. Your head all that, right?
Thank you, Portland. Thank you, babe. See y'all next time.
This is another reason why I'm not a keeper. I don't deal with abusive women.
Oh. Okay.
That's a cutoff. That's a red flag.
Okay. I love you too, James. See y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.